So come on through here, man. Mess with me, mess with me. I'm in a good mood today, y'all. I'm in a good mood. How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, and subscribe, man. Let me know how you doing. Where you from? What y'all want to hear about? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? What's up with it, Elon? Let a couple more people get in before we get it started all the way. Where you from, bro? What's good? What's good? Shit's all good right now, man. We get about one, two more people in, man. We gonna crank it up. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that was quick. Anyway, let's go. Shit, I'm feeling good, man. This what had happened, right? So I wake up this morning. On top of all the shit that happened yesterday, you know what I'm saying? Let's backtrack to yesterday. So yesterday, I told y'all about the conversation I was having with myself. I want to say yeah, but I've been slacking for a minute. Even though I did do a little something recently. Right. I don't, let me see, because I want to address this before I get started. I don't really know how to approach that without getting in trouble. Um, a lot of it common sense, man. Right now, like Cat Williams say, but this with the government, it been going on for a minute since Trump started running for office. The bullshit they do is so clear that you can see how the government works. You can see how the government works. And I've been telling folks it's like with any look, read your books, bro. The only way to come out of the bondage that we in is we got to get rid of the society that we in. Meaning this shit got to go. The phoenix rise from the ashes. Thing is, somebody said a long time ago, these right here, this is what got us enslaved right now. Because as black people, as Americans, as people period, we not willing to let this shit go. We not willing to go back that far and start over. Shit. But until you let them creature comforts go, boy, you ain't gonna get free. And it ain't, don't let me get misconstrued. It ain't just because we got cell phones. It's the fact that motherfuckers not gonna burn this shit to the ground because of how far we have come. Back in the slave days when it needed to happen way back then, we didn't have all this shit. We just didn't have the mentality to know how. The Haitians did, we didn't. That's why I be trying to tell y'all they had the Haitian history because that's the blueprint. That's the only country in the world where we then rose out of that shit. And it was a lot of it was a lot of bloody carnage. Anybody didn't look like us was off the map until they either you got took off the map or you ran off the map. That's how it was. And for America to be what America's supposed to really be, power got to switch. The government got to switch. There ain't shit you can do with this government right now because it ain't wrote for us. That's what I try to tell people. The main thing is, it's two things in this world. Them folks will knock your socks off, they will not go about. Two things. It ain't their money, it ain't their kids, it ain't their wife, none of that. It's their constitution and they right to bear arms. They guns. Their Constitution, for one, is theirs. When they talk about their forefathers, not four like 1, 2, 3, 4, but four like before us. When they talk about their forefathers, ours wasn't there. Ours was out in the field. Ours was over in Africa. They wasn't sitting there writing this bill and writing this Constitution and saying, hey, well, make it even for my people. We didn't get none of that shit. All we got was later on they came back and said, hey, write their ass in there. Now, don't change shit. Write their ass in there. Damn. That's what we got. And to this day, we going by Constitution. They be talking about our forefathers. No, motherfucker, ours wasn't in there. The people that wrote the Constitution that we supposed to live by today considered us animals, cattle. 3/5 of a man. So all they motherfucking number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and especially 13, all that shit was wrote for them, not us. And you got to keep that in mind every time they bring that shit up, and you got to realize they will kill you about that. Why? Because it's theirs, not yours. They don't want to redo it and give you input. That would make so much sense to be like, okay, you know what, bruh, it's 400 years later, and we not the same place. We not facing the same thing. People didn't come here, and we got different values than what the people that came here that day had. Them folks, if you be honest, and they not gonna be honest, we're realizing that they not gonna be honest. But if you be honest, you realize, bro, the people that came to this country first, they ain't had no good nothing for us. Hell no. They was vicious. They was murderers. They was assaulting everything. They was cutting people up and stringing people up and chopping people up and splitting people up and all that. They still do. That's why I try to tell black folks or whoever. I'm like, bro, it's the switcheroo. They make you believe something that ain't true. They'll tell you so many times one thing until you believe it. Like, if you listen to the world will have you think black folks are savage, animals. We damn near carnivorous. But if you listen to what I be telling my niggas is this here, you not no damn savage. You not close to being a savage. I'm gonna tell you why. Because a savage will come on your motherfucking land, on your country, on your continent, and snatch your ass up off that motherfucker. A savage will throw your ass in the bottom of that goddamn boat, make you row that bitch all the way the fuck across the ocean. Have you so motherfucking sick and tired in that bitch that you can't wait to get to the top so you can dive over that motherfucker and kill yourself. A savage will take you and put you on that motherfucking land, shackle your ass, chain your ass, whoop your ass, beat your ass, cut your ass, burn your ass. Essay your ass, grape your wife, your kids right in front of you, kill your kid, all that. Castrate you. That's what savages do. A savage will put smallpox on a motherfucking blanket and pass it out and kill millions of motherfucking Native Americans. That's what a savage will do. You see what I'm saying? We, throughout history, have never had that type of savagery in us. You can't tell me a story of us having that type of savagery anywhere. The only place it ever came close to was Haiti. The only place where black folks ever got anywhere close to that type of savagery was Haiti. And what they get for freedom. They motherfucking freedom. And what they get for that, a foot on their neck, surrounded by other countries and held captive, robbed, extorted, all because they goddamn had the balls to get free. By any means necessary, might I add. Like I say, bro, it's hard for me to get into politics. I know some things, though. My biggest thing that I be wanting people to ask themselves is, Why? When Martin Luther King doubled back and told the world that he felt like his dream was a nightmare, why they kill him when he said that? And why, if he on camera, on film, lips moving, saying this, do every year around Martin Luther King time, Black History time, ooh, it's Black History Month. Why do they always force the I Have a Dream speech on us to get what they want? Even though Martin Luther King said, no, I was mistaken. I was wrong. That's like goddamn me, Muhammad Ali dying, and then everybody want to start calling him Cassius Clay again. He dead now, and you want to push the narrative that that man was cool with being called Cassius Clay. No, he wasn't. Martin Luther King left this earth, and he was not cool with that I Have a Dream speech no more. But all my life, ever since the day they took him away from here, they've been pushing that shit. If you know anything about Martin Luther King, you know that nigga had a dream. You never knew that he came back and said, nope, I was wrong. Damn it, I was wrong. That dream has become a nightmare. Them his words, not mine. I ain't make this shit up. But let's get back to the good stuff, man. So like I was saying yesterday, I'm coming out the store and I had started having a talk with myself. And I was telling myself, you know, it's getting about that time, it's crunch time, something got to shake. Like, man, I'm getting nervous, something got to shake. People been talking to me, it's starting to sound better than it was at first, like the job conversations. And I'm like, man, I was to the point where I'm like, I'm feeling like I got something to break through. But I was talking to myself and I'm like, look, things can either, from this point, and I'm going to break down what I mean. When I say things can either get worse or they going to get better, that was either or. What I say worse is because they cut their check off. So ain't no more money coming in. So as bad as shit is right now, which we making it, so I really can't even complain, the bills is paid. But things could get worse if I can't, you know what I'm saying, bring no more income in immediately. But while I'm saying this shit, I'm already knowing, I gotta take it outside. I'm already knowing there's power in the tongue, and you manifest what you speak. And that's what was on my mind while I'm having this talk with myself. So at that time, I told myself, shit ain't fit to get worse. We done been through that already. It's time to get better. And then the phone started ringing. I told y'all that I thought that was the job calling, but it wasn't. But I came home, and about 5 minutes after I got to this house, the job did call. And everything they were saying was positive. And I was talking to y'all yesterday. And first I was like, yeah, man, if I get this job. But then I started realizing, nope, I already got the job. That's what we gonna say. So this morning they called me. And basically tell me everything that they need to do on their end has been done. They waiting on me to turn in these 29 pages of paperwork, go take my drug test, and do some more shit. 29 pages of paperwork already done. Everything I need to send them done. All I gotta do now is get my med card certified and go take my drug test. After that, it's time to head to Kentucky, get to work. So that was the good shit from yesterday. This morning, this morning, that's what she told me. All that shit was done. Then I got a message from my lawyer. And he was talking about some money. And I was like, damn. That ain't a whole lot of money. But it's some straight money. Like, I pay you your 20% and I still be straight. I can do something with that. I can fuck with that. So I'm like, yeah. But it was an option to not do it like that because it was like, we'll do it like that, give you that amount, and we'll pay you every 2 weeks until it's paid up. And I was like, damn. I ain't tripping. I'll just take that money and throw it in the bank account. Don't even touch it. But then he called me. He was like, look, you ain't got to take it like that. We can do it like this, and I can get you more money. Guarantee you're going to get more than that. And you'll get it all at once. I said, let me think about it because I ain't greedy. So I'm going to let him know tomorrow that I'm going to get that money, bro, and bring that back. Because things getting better, and I told you that. So then I had to tell my mom, I'm like, shit, I'm waiting on my next blessing to come through. And she's like, what you waiting on now? I'm like, I don't know. I told you things for to get better. I ain't saying it was over. I'm saying I want some more. Every good thing coming my way, go on, give it to me, man. I've been waiting. I've been waiting. It ain't over yet. We still got a baby in the incubator. It can't be over yet. Come on, Zane. I said in the incubator. I'm in the oven. I don't think I want no baby in the incubator. That ain't what's up. So we gonna get healthy babies and all that, whether it's mine or not. But I'm trying to sit here and formulate a plan to use this money to get all my shit in order, get everything how I want it. Whatever little debts I got, pay that shit off. Probably finish paying off the damn car. If not, get close to it. And work. You know what I'm saying? Just get the shit I need and work. Stack up the rest. Shouldn't be hard. Another thing I decided I'm gonna do is, I'm kind of glad. She also told me they're gonna push me off to Thursday instead of Wednesday. So they give me another extra day to do what I'm gonna do. I've decided that I will not be taking no medicine. I'm gonna choke on them words. I'm not gonna take no medicine to Kentucky with me. I'm gonna try to go up there however long I gotta be up there and come back without none. Don't fuck with it. If I can do that, then maybe when I get back home, I can not go get none. And be like, shit, I'm gonna take off without it. That'll give me a week right there. Come back then and fight. But what? I mean, I done done it before, so I can do it again. But it's time to start stacking money. And when I get back in position this time, where I can go get one of them jobs where I'm making over 100,000, boy, I'm trying to go get that money. Fuck this shit. I got plans, man. I seen a $744,693 house that I want. 745. I might not get that motherfucker, but guess what? If I'm trying, I'm gonna get something nice about it. If I'm saving up for a $700,000 house and I don't get it, I'm still gonna get something nice than a motherfucker. I believe that. I got hopes and dreams, and I know I be thinking and living beyond my means, but I pay for the shit, and sometimes it take me a lot longer than take everybody else. But hell, I be wanting the shit, and I be trying to tell my mama and them, like, they always ask me why I drive foreign cars and all this and that, and I tell them, look here, man, you get one life. If you want to be the dude riding around in foreign cars at the end of your life, then that's what the hell you got to go do. That's how I see myself. That's what I like to drive in. So that's what I go get. It'd be different if that's what I want to drive in and somebody else wouldn't get it and I was trying to take it from them or some shit like that. No. I get my ass up, put my mother pants on, and go to work, get my money, and get that shit. It might not come as easy as everybody else. It might not even come as brand new as everybody else. But it be mine. Like 50 say, this is not my mama car. And I ain't even got to put no panties on the review. And now that I'm 40 something, I guess I ain't got to put no candy paint and big ass rims on it and shit like that. I did that shit before. That's what I be thinking. Man, I done did all that shit before. I be hearing niggas rap about shit. Man, I done did this shit. Man, I done had that shit. But as far as that, man, I just feel like it's time to go get my life the shit I want. And another thing, I wrote a brand new story today. Nah, man, what you mean about Bill? I ain't watch. I was thinking about that today, man. I ain't watched no Bill videos damn near since my accident, bro. Like it been that long. I done seen some because I'm subscribed, but I just ain't been watching them because I've been telling myself I'm like, man, I'm gonna get back in the truck and I'm gonna need some shit to watch when I get back in the truck. So now I feel like I got a lot of shit to goddamn me watch when I go watch Bill shit again. I stopped watching G shit too. I ain't seen none of the new shit he doing. Shit, really, I ain't really been watching nobody's story. Oh shit. Oh man. Exposing them for doing what? You got to be careful these days. I'm gonna tell you. I don't feel like I done did shit that no motherfucker exposed me for. But I know my baby mama came to me and was like, shit, got into it with some bitches on Facebook. I'm like, dog, what? She was like, about you. I'm like, what the fuck about me? She said, yeah, they talking about you like young girls and shit. I'm like, hold on. I said, no. Young women? Maybe. Young girls? No. I said, now I bet you if any motherfucker ever came and told you something about me and a young girl, it was a grown ass woman hating. Ain't no young girl came to you and told you no shit like that. Now, that's the difference. If you heard some shit like that, you was hearing it from a grown ass woman, somebody over the age of 21. You wasn't hearing it from no child. Talking about, oh, Phil trying to talk to me. No, he wasn't. You got the game fucked up. I don't play that. I don't even do the 18, 19, 20. I don't do that shit. And the only reason I even talk to, and I tell a motherfucker, the only reason I talk to younger females is because a nigga be wanting to have a motherfucking baby. But guess what? Might have one on the way, so I ain't been talking to no motherfucker that damn long. I've been talking to motherfuckers in their 30s. But what the hell Bill got exposed for? Oh my. Well, at least it was some shit like that, and it wasn't no goddamn me. You know what I'm saying? That he tried to take something from her. She was underage or no shit like that. Even though I ain't saying the other shit right neither. I'm just saying I'm glad it wasn't no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Not for him, but for the victim. I don't be wanting the victims. Some motherfuckers look at it like a story or something to talk about it. I look at it like somebody got violated, somebody got fucked up. And it's like that should be a perpetuating cycle sometime, man. Especially, look, if you the type of person, and I ain't even gonna just try to label everybody, but what I'm saying is, a lot of times, people this shit didn't happen to, and they don't know how to express that shit or talk about that shit or get that shit out. They the ones that turn into the predators. You know what I'm saying? They go from victims to predators because they suppress that shit and they don't know how to deal with it. They sit back and they wonder and they think about it. Damn, what's wrong with me? Did I want that shit? Mind get fucked up. Ain't nobody around and tell them, nah, man, that's not your fault. Nah, girl, that's not your fault. That motherfucker got a problem. And you ain't okay. That motherfucker mind fucked up. But now, this my thing right here. Even if I had the money, I don't think I would be flying no female out. For one, I'm not even gonna pay no phone bill for no ass. I'm talking about a cricket bill, $35, $45. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even fit to pay you motherfucking your straight talk bill. I swear to God, I had a female one time tell me I can get some ass. She wanted her straight talk bill paid and a pack of Newports. She ain't get neither one of them. And I ain't getting nothing neither. I'm just saying, bro. I'm not with that tricking shit at all. I'm not, no, hell no. And this is one of my reasons right here. First of all, because I'm just not. My daddy was a pimp. He'll turn over in his grave. Second of all, fuck that. I forgot what I was going to say, but fuck that. That's always a good one. Fuck it. I'm not doing it. That's some trick ass shit. Oh, yeah, here you go. If you put a price tag on it, thing, then it's basically getting sold to whoever can afford it. Right or wrong. I don't care how ugly a nigga is, how dirty a nigga is, how stanky a nigga is. If you put a price tag on it and he pay that price, you gonna give it to him. And the next dude to come behind him and pay that price, you gonna give it to him too. So why I wanna finesse you out of it or even pay you for it? Come on now. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Why you wanna pay you for it? I don't even want it for free. So I'm telling you, this is the thing you gotta think about. Not only will anybody who can pay for it get it, but think about the type of dudes that have to pay for it. Bro, I'm not trying to go behind them type of dudes. Even the dudes that can get it and still pay for it just because they don't want to deal with the headache. I'm not trying to go behind them type of dudes. I'm not trying to go behind no nigga, really. I'm just saying. But if I got to, I'm not going to say what I was about to say. That would have been real fucked up. But y'all already know. Y'all know my story. And now I didn't pick it like that. I just seen that girl and fell in love with her. This is what it was. I couldn't help it. And this is the funny part about it. So I told y'all how we really met. We really met at the club. But I had seen her before that. I had been seeing her. Thing is, I was out here in the drive one day smoking a blunt. And this was probably like the day before the club. Damn, the ambulance and shit driving down the block. But this like the day before the club. I'm at the door. I'm in the front porch smoking. And I thought I seen her come jogging by, like jogging. Working out jogging. So I'm like, damn, the old girl I be seeing on Facebook and shit. Damn, she stay in the neighborhood or something. I gotta find her. Cause I was jogging, working out. I ain't even gonna lie. Me and my homeboy started jogging about that though. Trying to run into her in the neighborhood. The homeboy I'm talking about is Wood, the one I don't fuck with no more. I ain't gonna lie, we just be in this bitch jogging up and down the damn street through the neighborhood, bro. Looking for her. Never found her. Caught her at the club. I was supposed to get her number that night when I was standing in front of my ex. And then I didn't get the damn number. But I started hitting her ass up on Facebook, like, what's happening? I'm like, man, you stay in Jacksonville? She was like, I'm like, you got friends or something out here? She's like, I don't be out there. I'm like, man, you lying. I seen your ass jogging past my house the other day. She was like, nah, nigga, that wasn't me. I felt bad because I really want to argue or ask him down. Like, nah, motherfucker, that was you. Um, Either way it go, that's how that happened. And to the best of my ability, to the best of my memory, I don't remember her being married during that time. Now, when I found out she was married, I don't know what type of nigga I am, but I started asking like I be wanting to know like, what's wrong with the nigga you married to that you sliding through town with me? You in the car with me? What's wrong with him? I'm like, man, cause I come pick her up from her house. Dude be in the house. I slide through, bumping. They stay in the Richfield neighborhood. I turn the music down, pull up, past the house, call her. She come walking down the street, hop in the car. I pull back up, slide past the house, drop her off. She go walking back down towards the house. I be watching from down the street, then I be gone. I asked her, I'm like, man, you gonna be? She's like, man, fuck that nigga. So I was like, fuck that nigga. Like I said, I was a little younger back then. I was in my 30s when we started. But shit, after so many years go by, it ain't the same as just, you know what I'm saying, some one night stands, some shit you met at the club and hit once or twice, you know what I'm saying? It's a little different. It been a little different for some, I ain't gonna lie. It got a whole lot different this time. Like even before we found out what the find out was, it had got a lot different. That's how the situation happened. Cause it had got different, and I started moving different. I know I'm gonna have to break it down. Let me see how to break it down without being too explicit. I told you I used to have that problem because I was locked up and I used to handle my business all the time. You know what I'm saying? When I was locked up. So when I come home and I be having a partner, it'd be different. Well, shit had got different with me and her. Like I say, shit had got different. And they started buzzing and shooting that club up and shit. Did I get strong? Probably. I'm gonna tell you what it was. I'm gonna tell you what a lot of it was. A lot of it was she be so 100 and goddamn me and genuine with me. I think that's what it be. I mean, it's past that, it's that, but then the feelings don't come from that though. The feelings come from her personality, how she is and how she is with me. Like I'm saying, it's like the way she is with me and the way she is with dude is two different people. You feel me? Like me and her, since 2017, we ain't never had an argument. We ain't never been into it about nothing. That's his role to piss her off and get on her nerves. Whatever going on. She ain't never asked me for no money unless it was like some gas money and she was on her way over here. I'd be like, damn, you gonna come fuck with me? Shit, I need some gas. I ain't trying to run out of gas, but shit, I got you. But she ain't been, hey, can I get $50? Hey, can you help me with this? I need this. Or she don't do that type of shit. And that's another thing. Like, when she asked me for some money, I don't have a problem giving it to her because I know she not the type of shit around and just ask me for money for no reason. I feel like if she asked me for it because she need it. And if you need it, I know you need it, and I got it to get to you, then you ain't finna get no hassle out of me. You know what I'm saying? I'll fuck with you. I know you need this money. I got this money. I can spare the money. Here you go. Even if I can't spare the money all the time, but I know you need it. If I can't get y'all it, I give you some of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now we both struggling and looking for the rest of it, but yeah, we both got something. But sometimes people don't really appreciate that. Let me give you a hint. I said a hint, but a little small story. One day, I get a hit up out the blue from my niece. I'm talking just out the blue. She ain't never hit me up for none of that. I done gave her money before when she was little. But she got a nigga now. I guess they finna get married and got married or whatever, but they still young. And she hit me up, I need help. My rent doing. I ain't got the money. I've been doing her, but I still ain't made enough. I got some of it. I ain't got all of it. I need this here. And I'm like, what? You got a man. What he doing? He woo woo woo. And I said, all right, check this out. Do what I'm gonna do. Here go half of it. I cashed out for half of it. And I told her, hey, I can't give you all of it. Here go half of it. I'm not gonna give you no long speech about this money. I'm gonna give it to you. And when you get paid, you get your money back, give it back the same way. Don't have me begging you and looking for you, because I ain't make you do that. I gave you the money, give it back when you get it. Oh, Uncle, I love you, appreciate it. I'm gonna get the rest of it. Thank you. Okay, cool. That was like 6 months ago. That was after my accident. I swear to God, I ain't heard from my niece since. Worse than that. You know how motherfuckers be on Facebook, right? On their stories. My niece and her boyfriend is some scammers. I ain't know this neither. But I started seeing all of a sudden videos, little reels and clips of them at the ATM. ATM spitting out motherfucking 20s. They, yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You need to fuck with us. These banks popping right now. Nigga, you got a bank account, holler at me. Woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, y'all racked up. Can I get me? I'm not going to ask for it. But y'all racked up. I know I can get me. Y'all stupid straight. Because from what I'm looking at, you got way more than what you needed. And that just came out the ATM. You done pulled up out, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't know how many banks you done went to, but nigga, you got way more than what I gave you. And you done got all that today. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I missed that boat. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna tell you what it was. I'm gonna tell you what I had caught a lick though. I had caught a lick because I was a barber when COVID hit. You know, all the barbers got their bread, their unemployment, because they shut the barbershop down. So they was giving us like, my first chick came in like 8-9 bands because it was all back pay. And when it happened, my nigga, I had just came back from truck driving school. While I was in truck driving school, my little bro and his mama was hitting me up like, hey, Phil, you need to do this here, man, so we can get you this money. I'm like, nigga, what if I ain't with this shit? I ain't able to get me. Nigga, COVID hit everybody on this bullshit. But when I get back, I'm seeing these niggas that got bands. I'm like, what? They like, yeah, nigga, we tried to tell you, nigga, you a barber, you better get on it, nigga. I'm like, shit, then get on it. About a month later, that motherfucker check here. I said, what? Whoa. Nigga, income tax checks don't even be looking like this, huh? Nigga, I went and cashed that bitch and then another check went, whoa. I looked back around, nigga, I had over 10 bands in the bank in 2 days. Shit. After that, every week, like clockwork, I was getting about 700. About 7 and some change every week. For about 4 months. Motherfucker couldn't tell me shit, bro. I was sitting back like, shit. Got this bread stacked up. I had just came back with my CDLs. I ain't even gonna lie. The company, Swift sent me to school. I came back, goddamn me hit that little lick right there. When they started calling my phone, they goddamn me send the driver to my house to pick me up to go on the road and get my training in. I wouldn't even answer the phone. I was seeing Swift on my phone every 15 minutes. They would call it. I'm like, shit, do not answer, do not block. I ain't driving for y'all. Fuck y'all. Shit. I was debating at first I wasn't wanting to, but now I'm not going to. Because I told y'all, if I didn't tell y'all about how they fucked me over up at school, did I need to tell that story? the bullshit I had to go through up in Springfield, Missouri with the dope things in the hotel and the other shit and the little female that I met when I, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad Miss Carol ain't on here because if I'd said that, Miss Carol looking like, you nasty motherfucker. Miss Carol, I told you I was a little freaky sometimes, man. I had to work on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a different breed of dude, man. It's not my fault. I went through some traumatic shit as a kid, way before the beatings. It was sexual shit, and it wasn't grown-ups doing sexual shit. It was kids. So what happened was, and we ain't gonna tell the sexual shit. We gonna tell the other story. What was the other story? Oh yeah. All right. So look, much like this here, back before I even got to the truck driver, I used to work at this truck stop. And I used to watch all the truck drivers come through making this money. And I was like, man, this was the first job I got that I held down. Like, I'm used to getting jobs, man. I might work that motherfucker 2, 3, 4, 5 months. I'm out of this motherfucker. I'm back to the streets. I got this job. And without even trying to, I'm getting my ass up every day. I'm coming to work. I'm putting up with their bullshit. Other motherfuckers ain't coming in. I come in a motherfucking way. They ain't getting me no motherfucking raise, but these motherfuckers younger than me that just started making more money than me. I'm still here, but I'm seeing all these truck drivers, and I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna get to the money. So the same little temp agency that I'm with now, I got with them, and they started getting me jobs that was to the money, but they was temp jobs. But I was like, fuck it, we finna get away from here and get this money. In the meantime, I tried to go to truck driving school. But I failed my drug test when I took my physical. I know what y'all thinking. Kiss my ass. I quit smoking. But I smoked good shit. So the little 60 days wasn't enough. I thought it was. I'm like, you supposed to stop 30 days. I'm going to do 60. It wasn't a motherfucking enough. I melted the damn cup. First day of school, they get to the end of class, and my phone ring, and I look down, and I see it's the doctor. And when I see it's the doctor, I already know the doctor don't call you back from the clinic with good news. If they call you, it's bad news. If you don't hear shit, you straight. I'm already in school. I'm like, fuck. So they tell me, they're like, hey, bro, this was the doctor. I asked the woman, I'm like, hey, this the doctor calling. Can I step outside? She's like, yeah, go ahead. We ain't got them like 15 minutes in class left. I step outside, and he like, hey, Mr. Nichols, I'm sorry to inform you, you failed your drug screen. I said, man, damn. He said, yeah, man, I'm sorry for you. But I was trying to call you before school let out to let you know that you need to get up front and talk to the dean before he get out the building because he got your check. And if he cash that check, that's your school money. And you ain't going to get it back. You going to owe that money and you ain't going to be in school. So I went back in there, I told the woman, she was like, go ahead. So I ran down there, I jumped in the dude's office. He was like, boy, you just barely caught me because I'm on my way to the bank with these checks back to cash them. Once I cash them, you don't get that money back. He said, this is what I'm going to do. He ripped the check up. He said, you good, you don't owe nothing, but you know you can't come back to school for 2 years. I was like, damn. All right. So I took my little 2-year hiatus. Went back to the little agency, started getting me some more jobs, working, making me some bread, bought me a phone and all that good shit. Started making my money, hustling, and all the other good shit. And then I'm in the barbershop. I'm hustling. I'm riding for them, making the money. I got all type of shit going on. COVID hit, shut shit down. And I was like, damn, what a nigga gonna do? And about 3 months into COVID, I hit my 2-year mark that I could go back to truck driving school. So I'm like, shit, I gotta find a better way to do this because I ain't gonna go to that school for no damn 6, 7 months. I got to find whoever gonna do it the fastest because I'm thinking like this. COVID might get the school shut down. So I'm like, man, I'm trying to get in here and get my CDL right now. I ain't got time to fuck up. I ain't got time to be failing, having to stay extra time. I need this shit right now before it come across the goddamn news. They not training nobody else. Ain't no type of school. They're doing no type of work right now because COVID and they can't take the risk and all that shit. So I'm up there and they got us all spread out. But we go through the shit. It's a little bit longer than it should have been. I made it. But let's talk about what was going on. So as I'm talking to my recruiter, what I decided to do was somebody let me know that, my nigga, if you just call one of these jobs, a lot of these jobs will send you to school and train you to drive and get your CDL. You pay them back by driving for their company for 1 year. I'm like, man, you bullshit. They were like, bro, you can have your CDL in probably about a month and be at work making money next month. I'm like, bro, you bullshit. Because the school I was about to was going to take me about 6 to 9 months. He was like, nah, that's that bullshit, bro. You can have this shit in a month or less. I'm like, shoot. So I got to look in their companies. And I ain't know that you wasn't supposed to fuck with Swift and drive for Swift or go get no training for Swift or buy a Swift trailer or an old truck that used to be a Swift. None of that shit. You're not supposed to have none of that shit. I ain't know that. So after me talking to the motherfucking recruiters, I ended up going with Swift. They made it sound real good. And they're like, yeah, we're going to send you up here to this school. And they were like, you can go to Memphis or you can go to Spring River, Missouri. I'm like, shit, send me to Memphis. I'm trying to get to Memphis. Ain't send me to Memphis. Nigga, I'm gonna go up there, nigga, young dog, nigga, got these niggas old, nigga, we finna be in that bitch. And they're like, yeah, Memphis full right now. We're gonna send you to up here. Because of COVID. I'm like, dang. So I go up here. Now the whole time, my recruiter is walking me step by step. Everything he telling me is panning out. He telling me how to go about getting my paperwork done, how to go about getting this. I had to get my name changed because I spelled my name with 2 L's on all my paperwork, but my social security card got it with 1 L. So I had to go get all that messed up, my birth certificate, my driver's license, all that, 1 L, we good. He had to walk me through all this shit, tell me I need to go to get this card or that card to get this done, to get that done. He let me know, look, this is what you gonna need. So I'm getting all this, I'm ready. So I think, he like, yeah, bro, you gonna be up here, and we gonna set you up in this hotel. You gonna go to school from the hotel, back to the hotel, you know what I'm saying? You got Walmart over there by the motherfucker, you got all these restaurants, it's a bar over there, the mall ain't too far, everything you need to do is in walking distance. I'm like, bet. So, he like, man, we gonna provide food, the hotel and everything, provide food, bam. So I get up there, I got a car, but I don't drive my car. I let my family drive me up here, drop me off. I brought a gang of food with me. Snacks and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Cheeses, soups, noodles, peanut butter and jelly bread, 2-liter sodas, all this shit. I got all this shit. Commissary, like in prison, to be in the hotel room. I got all this shit. I had a bankroll on me because I was getting a little money. So I had a bankroll on me. I get up here, and the first thing I do, I go drop all my shit off at the room. Well, now, I went to the front office of the hotel. They gave my room number and shit. And I asked the woman, I'm like, hey, y'all, where the school at? She was like, oh, it's in the next town over in a thing called Stratford. I mean, Stratford. Yeah, Stratford. I'm like, Stratford? I thought the school was in Springfield. She was like, no, the hotel's in Springfield. The school's in the next city over called Stratford. I'm like, the next city over. Y'all got a bus? They got a bus to come pick us up and take us to school or something? And they was like, no, if you don't have your own vehicle, what I would suggest is you get up in the morning when it's breakfast time and you come down here and see if you can find somebody that's going to school and see if you can get a ride with them. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, hold on, fuck up. Time out. Flag on the plate. So you want my black ass to get up at the crack of dawn, come down here, mingle with some strangers if they also get their ass and come down here. That's a big if. Because they don't have to get up and come down here. Especially if they got a motherfucking car and they not looking for a nigga to take them to school. Am I the only one think like that? So, I'm like, fuck. So you want me to come down here, early as hell, mix and mingle, talk to people, and find out, hey, you going to school? You have a car? Can I ride with you? You going to school? You got a car? Can I ride? Okay. You running out of time. It's time to go to school. Anybody got a car? Is anybody going to school for truck driving? Me, I'm the only one at this hotel. Damn, it's fucked up. Luckily, after I leave there, I go to my hotel room. I got a roommate. My roommate is a week ahead of me. He's in a higher class because he's been here a week already. He is African. It's kind of a language barrier, but he got a car. So we communicated that shit. The next morning, your boy kind of hungry anyway, and I'm still trying to peep shit out, so I get up and go down to breakfast. Me and my roommate. I didn't call it my celly. Me and my roommate go down there and we checking out the breakfast and whatnot. I see this black girl, like, where you from? She big. I'm from North Little Rock. Man, real shit. Real shit, I'm from the north side. I'm like, me too. Bam. So yeah, this is my roommate right here, the white girl. I'm like, shit. Y'all got a ride to school? She was like, yeah, my roommate got a car. I'm like, that's what's up, that's what's up. She pull up in the Charger. I forgot what kind it was, but it was one of the upgraded fast motherfuckers. And I had got the whip in that bitch. Either way it go, we talking about the bad shit, not the kicking the shit. These motherfuckers didn't tell me nothing about I'm gonna need my own ride to school. Like, they left me in the blind on this shit. I go up here in the city, ain't even, in the school ain't even the goddamn city. I don't know none of it. So, I go to school. Now, being that me and the white girl and the old girl from North Little Rock is all in the same class, I ended up riding with them because the upper grade class got to a point where they was doing like a half a day. They'd come in at like 10 o'clock. We coming in at 7 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? They leaving at a certain time. We leaving at a certain time. Because like I was saying, the school was spreading everybody out because of COVID and shit. All right, as far as the hotel feeding a nigga, the only thing they was feeding your ass was the goddamn breakfast. You can get your ass up in the morning, go get you some cereal, hit that waffle maker or something, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes on the weekend they had eggs and bacon and shit with it. Maybe some oatmeal, but that was about it. One thing that tripped me out is, I tell my nephew, nigga, in Springfield, Missouri, I learned the difference between a crackhead and a dope fiend. See, down here, I grew up with crackheads. Crackheads are not dope fiends. It's a big damn difference. Crackheads do amazing shit. You can actually sit back and watch a crackhead. I'm talking about you will have your own damn Apollo, Star Search, America Got Talent, or whatever you want to call it. Dope fiend, you gonna be watching motherfucking Fear the Walking Dead. It's a damn difference. And dope fiend's not gonna entertain you. Well, I ain't gonna lie. That's a damn lie. Because we used to people watch. This is what used to trip me out about. I'm gonna tell y'all some of the different shit I seen in Springfield, Missouri. Living in this hotel for a month. Dope fiends, I guess they homeless. These motherfuckers be having tents. I'm talking about real live tents. And they live where the fuck they live. Don't give a fuck what you talking about. If they want to live on the sidewalk in front of the gas station, goddamn it, that's where they gonna set up shop at. And who the fuck gonna say something? Man, you ain't never seen nothing like goddamn me, 15, 16 dope and ganged up in just a group. Like they fit the bus out singing Christmas carols or some shit. Standing in front of the goddamn gas station. You gotta walk through the dope fiends to get inside this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You can't ask them, excuse me, can you move, sir? And none of that shit. You just got to try to wiggle your way through these motherfuckers, man. And the whole time, I'm not no bitch ass nigga. I'm not no little bitty ass nigga. But I swear to God, I'm walking to the store nervous than a motherfucker. Like, I gotta walk through these motherfucking dope fiend, man. One of these motherfuckers might stick a nigga with a needle in the damn thing, try to hold a nigga hostage for $20. You don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers, these is dope fiends, bro. A crackhead gonna try to trick you. He might even rob you, but he's not gonna be stabbing you with dirty needles and shit. That's some dope fiend shit. Dope fiend shit, bro. I swear to God. I seen these motherfuckers making pallets. When I say pallets, I'm talking about pillows, blankets. Lay down in the middle of a motherfucking 8-lane street, bro. It's 5, 6 lanes on the street. These motherfuckers will make a motherfucker lay that bitch right down here. You know how the street be white, and then you get to the side part, the street be gray, the concrete, and then the side part, the gutter be white. Man, they'll lay that motherfucker right there on that gutter part, nigga. And car riding by, I'm like, man, what the fuck? Man, get me back to Arkansas, bro. You gotta get me back to shit I'm used to, bro. Hell no, man. It's just different. Motherfucking culture shock. Now, I can deal with it. I'm a hood nigga. I can deal with it. But, like any other motherfucker, I'd rather be in my element. Give me where I'm comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? The devil you know. That type of shit. It's a difference. Man, that shit crazy as hell, bro. That shit crazy as hell, bro. That fentanyl. Come on, man. I was watching a documentary on this shit about a year or two ago. Blew my motherfucking mind. Y'all probably can find this shit. But they was talking about this family. I think they from Canada. But they was talking about this family that invented fentanyl. They doctors and shit. The people that invented this one family. They rich. They billionaires. And they got most of their money off of fentanyl. They was pushing it to the doctors and paying the doctors $1 million, $2 million to stop pushing whatever pain pills they was pushing and push the fentanyl, knowing and lying about how addictive it was, how strong it motherfucking was, all that. That shit was over 1,000 times more addictive than they said it was. 1,000 times more addictive than they saying it was, bro. The most addictive drug in the world. So motherfucking strong, you don't even have to take it to get addicted to it. You can walk past a motherfucker with fentanyl in their pocket, bro, and you get addicted to it. Never even know what the fuck wrong with you. You be sitting beside a motherfucker, they get high and you die. How fucked up is that? They over here getting high and you. Man, what's wrong with dude? He ain't even do nothing. Thing is, these folks knew that shit. One thing about you, if you invent some shit, you gonna test your shit. Before you can take this to a doctor and say, hey, this what this do, give it to him. You test it so you know how addictive it is. You know how dangerous it is, how strong it is. You modify it as best you could and put it in that pill. Put it in that bottle, put a white label on it, and sold it to the doctors. Paid the doctors, so the doctors pushing on everybody. Now everybody around here, opioid epidemic, like never before. For the first time in history, we actually know exactly who started it. Imagine being able to trace crack cocaine back to one house and saying they started this. Imagine being able to trace methamphetamine back to one place and being like, they did this. It's their fault. You can't. They were using meth 100 years ago. Overseas. Probably using it 100, 200 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm sure some people do, but I know they were using 100 years ago. I know that for shit show. And some more shit. This shit that I be trying to tell y'all ain't nothing new under the sun. Everything you got right now, the shit to make it was here when Adam and Eve was here. They just didn't know how to know how or the capability. They had the material. Real shit. I be feeling like y'all be learning something when I be talking. But I ain't bragging because I be surprising myself sometimes. Let's go to the title of this video though. When I was like, this time I'm gonna celebrate myself. I want y'all break y'all. I want to break it down so y'all know what I mean by that. Um, First of all, let's start here. When I was working at the job, American Material Handlers, I asked the old school dude one day, real attitude having ass nigga, Uncle Tom house nigga type nigga, but they made me work with dude one day as a punishment, so I had to work with dude all day. And I'm like, you know what? Dude always talking shit to us and all this and that, but I'm not even gonna come over here with no attitude, just old nigga. I ain't gonna come over here and say nothing fucked up. I'm gonna do whatever he asked me to do, and I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna talk good to him. And I get over there, and I get to chopping up with him. And he had a little attitude at first, but I kept on chopping it up with him. And finally, he started talking back to me. And I asked him, I was like, hey, bro, if you don't mind, I like to ask, you know what I'm saying, dudes, you know what I'm saying, with older people, a question. You know what I'm saying? It's always the same question, but it's always a different answer. And you know what I'm saying? I be taking it with me. He's like, what you talking about? I'm like, man, like just one piece of advice that you learned throughout your life. Like, if you could tell me one thing that you learned throughout your life that you think could help me for the rest of my life, what would it be? And this nigga teach me on, usually I get a parable. I get a saying, you know what I'm saying? They gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying, a bird in the hand between it with some shit like that. Dude told me a story, bro, lasted damn near the whole workday about all his siblings and how they were doing him bad and how he had got on and he was the one that was making all the money. He had some type of job. He was making all the money. He said he was taking care of it. When he got on, he was so proud to be that one that he spent the whole time he was making their money taking care of his sisters and his brother and his mom. He said, but he fell off and he ended up going to prison. And wouldn't none one of them send him $1. He was like, bro, he's like, dude, probably like 6 to 8 in there, something like that. But he was like, man, I don't fuck, my mom and them gone. I don't fuck with none of my siblings no more. I don't fuck with none of my kids, none of this shit. He said, man, the reason is because of how they did me. After I took care of all them, he said, man, I was buying multiple houses and cars. He said, not just no regular shit like I help him with a bill or two. He said, man, I'm buying multiple houses and cars and shit. And when I got locked up, my motherfucker wouldn't come see me, wouldn't send me $1. So, you know what I'm saying? I kind of understood, especially being closer to being out of prison than I am now. But what he ended up telling me at the end was, he said, man, if I could tell you one thing out of all that I just told you is you got to learn to love yourself first. And it made sense because I thought about what he said and he was like, man, when I started doing good, I took care of everybody. I felt like, you know what I'm saying, that's what made me feel important. It's because I can take care of these people, I'm going to do it. But they didn't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It was just nothing to them. It really got to a point where people get disrespecting. What's up, Von Sheila? And my thing is celebrating myself. What I mean is, like, at my mama's birthday party, when it was time to talk, I got up and this is a little bit of what I told her. I told her that I was talking to my Facebook and my YouTube family. And I was telling y'all about the two things I used to think about when I was a kid dealing with my mama. Meaning, like, when she used to leave and I feel like something happened to her, she ain't never gonna come back. I ain't never gonna see my mama again. I left out the part about my daddy. I ain't say that. But I told him it was that. And it was the part about, you know what I'm saying, when will I be at an age where I'd be okay with losing my mama. Thing is, it's a situation where it's like I wasn't feeling like I was ever gonna be okay losing my mama because I felt like I just wasn't ready. I didn't have my shit together. I needed my mama to help me get my shit together. And I always looked at shit wrong, and it's like I didn't need her to help me get my shit together. In the long run, I needed her to be the reason I got my shit together. Like, I'm not gonna say she didn't help me, but she didn't help me in the ways I thought I would need her to help me. She basically looked at me and was like, nigga, I need you. And if you don't do it, then we ain't got shit else. And I was like, dun, 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 dun. Super son, goddamn. But like even that type of shit, I'm grateful to my mama just being my mama. I woke up this morning and I had a thought. I was sitting in here smoking. And yeah, cause in the full circle right. Because I told him, I don't know how about leave the part out, but this how I ended. I told him, I said, man, look, you gotta realize, like I did need my mama. And I didn't know when I was gonna get to a point where I didn't need her no more. I say, and I still need my mama. I just need my mama in a different way. I say, but the thing that make me feel so good is not the fact that my mama need me now, but the fact that when my mama called on me, I was right there. And it was so many points in my life where I was afraid that was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? That's like my main fear was I'm gonna get older. My mama gonna start needing me, and I ain't gonna be there. She gonna need some help, and I ain't gonna be able to get to her. And it was a point in time, like when I first started paying the mortgage and all this shit, I was like, man, this is not what the fuck I be working for. This is not where my money's supposed to be going. But it got to that point where it's like, it ain't like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I be like, nigga, I need to go make this money for that. I need to make this money for that. Like, I'm not saying that the way I see it, with the money I got coming now, if I throw that in the bank, I'm working, I'm saving. But I told her, I'm like, I'm going to be on the road most of the week. And like I'm going to be running around shopping and spending money and going out and blowing money and burning gas and doing all this shit. So it's going to be easy for me to save money, especially if I ain't got to buy no medication, nothing. Yeah, that's $150 at a time. Man, I'm gonna look around and I'm gonna have a lot more money than I know what to do with. Because I'm not gonna be spending no money really. But then I want to do something constructive with that. I was telling bro, I was like, man, instead of paying just that little bit extra that I pay now on the car, I want to probably boost that up to $1,000 a month just to go and make sure that that's paid off. Like out of there. Get that out of there by the end of 2024. Then what I told him was, just like now, how like paying the mortgage is normal now. So it's like, it's nothing. It's accounted for. That money I already gone before I get it. I don't even count it up in my spending money. If I can get to like that with the $1,000 that I'm doing on the car, like that $1,000 automatically wrote out the month, I know that that's already gone. I'm planning around it. It's not a problem. When the car paid off and that $1,000 is an extra $1,000, I don't want it to just be an extra $1,000. I want it to be an extra $1,000 I'm putting on the house. Now we paying the house off earlier. When she get out this bankruptcy, I want to try to put this house in my name. If I find me a wife, then we gonna have to get us a bigger house. Mama can come. But this house probably gonna be up for rent or something. Just being real. I mean, might as well go on, come on. They have rent. And let somebody else buy that house for us. I've been having these type of plans. Shit just seem, I don't know, I got to slow down and make everything that I'm talking about feasible. I'm trying to be what's the word? Sensible. I'm trying to be sensible with the shit that I want to do. Because I know that if you set goals and plans too big, it's easy to fall short. And when you start falling short, it's easy to get discouraged. So I tell people, go ahead. It's like football. If you ever watch football, then you know sometimes the quarterback got to start throwing short passes. Just so he can see somebody catch a pass that he threw. Confidence go up. Now he like, now I can sling it. My dude gonna catch it. I'm gonna get it to him. Sometimes it don't always work like that when you throw that deep ball. You throw the deep ball, you might get picked off. The next time you ready to throw a power, you ain't got that confidence on you. So that's why I say it's good to start showing you and making your goals a little bit closer to you. That way you can reach them. Then go ahead and start setting it further out when you getting your motion, you getting your flow. So right now, it's time for me to start over, start shortening these short goals. That's why I said with this here, I'm going to go to Kentucky first and try to make that. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to try to fight and make like I'm already knowing in my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm already knowing. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, put my mind in that zone where I can be like, look, you know what you got to do, nigga? It's time to do it. It's easier when you can do it like that. It's a little bit harder when you just on the flat like fuck it. I'm pretty quick. Shit, let me get my mind to it. Trust me, y'all, I've been thinking. I'm like, this little shit I got right here gonna get me through the night. I get me some more. That'll last me till when it's time to go. When it's time to go, I get whatever I got left. If I got anything left, I get it to my big sister and hit the road, Jack. Cause I feel like once I hop in that car, the rental car, when I hop on that bus or that plane or however I'm gonna get to Kentucky, then I can go ahead and step into my new future. And the things that I'm leaving behind, I can leave behind. And with that in mind, I don't mean to get religious on y'all, but let me shoot something by you real quick, see how y'all feel about this. I was thinking earlier, man, you know how sometimes you be thinking and it's like shit will reveal itself to you, or you'll think it do anyway. I feel like I had a revelation today. And what it was is I was thinking about how I feel about the Bible. And I was like, man, one of the biggest beefs I have with the Bible is I feel like it's childish. I feel like it's cartoonish. It's fantasy. It's filled with a lot of things that ain't gonna happen. But as I was sitting there looking off into the light, and by the light I mean out the back door into the sun, the sky and shit, it's like I heard something say in my head. But when you get older and you're no longer a child, you put away those childish things. And I heard it, and I know to me what it was always meant, but this time it kind of fit a different narrative because I had just called the stories in the Bible and all these things childish. So when I said put away the childish things in my head this time, what I was seeing was, okay, Well, if you think the stories in the Bible are childish, it's good that you learned those stories when you was a child. Now you know them. You don't need them no more. You don't have to go pick the Bible up to quote the shit that you be quoting out of the Bible. You ain't never went to pick the Bible up to quote none of the shit that you quote out of the Bible, none of the stuff you know out of there. You ain't went and picked and said, okay, let me find. Yeah, it say this right here. No, it's just already in your head because you learned it as a child through the childish stories. Because that's how children learn, through childish stories. People like us ain't on Sesame Street talking to the kids as Big Bird and them type of childish shit. But they learn them ABCs and they learn them numbers and shit as a child. And when you get older, you put away the Big Bird and shit, but the numbers are still there. You know what I'm saying? Oscar and them is gone and all them gone, but the letters and shit is still there. So what I'm saying is, I started feeling like now that means, well, you don't need the childish part of the Bible no more. The stories and all the cartoony shit and the fantasy shit that ain't never gonna happen. But we needed it to explain to you when your mind was open how God worked. And now that you're grown, you don't have to go back to that. You just tell people how God worked and you compare it to shit that they get as a grown up. You don't have to compare it to a talking donkey or a burning bush or this and that. You'll tell them, look here, man. No. It wasn't a burning bush or a talking donkey that came and talked to me. It was a goddamn man that was homeless under a bridge. You know what I'm saying? And once again, like the Bible say, the message can come from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? The message can come from anywhere. So in the Bible, it just happened to be a story of a donkey telling you, telling the person to represent how the message can come from anywhere. It just happened to be a bush on fire, just letting you know that, man, the message can come from anywhere. You don't have to walk out your door and think you went, well, God, why I don't see a burning bush? Because nigga, I didn't send you a burning bush. I sent you a damn crackhead. Sent you a dope fiend. I sent you a homeless motherfucker. I sent you a preacher. I sent you a little kid. I sent the message. I heard Eddie Murphy say, well, not Eddie Murphy, Eddie Griffin. But did you get the message? And that's what it's all about. Like I'm saying, it don't matter what story the message came in. Quit listening to the story. Listen to the goddamn message. It might be that nothing in the Bible is real. None of the stories. I never been able to argue with the messages. That's the difference. I can go back and show you how many contradictions in the Bible when I can be like this and that. I can be like, okay, well, look. And I ain't trying to be fucked up. But I do it. I used to say this and I was trying to be funny. This one thing I used to say. I used to be like, look. If God is Jesus' father, then don't that make Joseph Jesus' stepfather? Then how do you complain about all the deadbeat niggas in the world if you already know that we made in God's image? And he was the first deadbeat that got a woman pregnant and pure left and let another man raise their baby. That's the type of shit I used to ask preachers when I was a kid. I told y'all I used to argue with them. I used to love to argue with preachers. I used to ask the preacher like this. Why do you tell me that I will never be perfect? The only perfect person ever been on the face of the earth was Jesus Christ. He never did nothing wrong. He never sinned. I said, okay. Are you familiar with the story of Jesus? And like, yeah. I said, well, then you know everything you said is true up until the end. And he's like, what you mean? I said, no, don't ask me what I mean, because you told me in the Bible Jesus up on that cross like this. He looked up and his last word was, Father, why hast thou forsaken me? I said, you also told me don't question the Lord thy God. That sounds like a question. You also told me that if you take the Lord Jesus Christ for your crazy, the Lord will never forsake you. If he ain't gonna forsake me, then why did he forsake his own son? See, Jesus knew God. He wasn't talking out of faith. He knew who he was talking to. He seen him, been up there, sat beside him, and all this. So he knew what was going on. We didn't know, but he knew. But see, these are the type of questions I used to ask. Thing is, I mean, it's even more shit than that. It's way more shit than that. I used to ask him, like, you know what I'm saying? Where did all the people come from? Because they talk about Adam and Eve. But then when Adam and Eve kids left the garden and found their wives, where the hell did the wives come from? Nobody ever thought about that? I've asked about the story of Job. About how can God let a devil that he made run game on him? Like I ask people, like I'm like, that's not the God I serve. I don't believe the God I serve would let the devil come to him and tell him, hey, that's your most faithful servant. Him, that's he love you the most. Never turn. Let me try him. And God said, shit, go ahead, man. He ain't gonna turn him. Hold on. God know it all already. He already know dude ain't gonna turn on him, and he already know you playing games. So why is he gonna let you play your games and then let you mess over his most faithful servant just to prove a point? My thing is, because they always say, well, everything he took, he gave it back tenfold. Okay, well, are you telling me that if you kill my child and you give me 10 more, now I got 10 kids? No, now I got 11 kids, one of them dead. You killed them. You can't give me 10 kids to replace the one you stole and you took from me. All you can do is give me 10 more kids. I still got that one that I lost. You took them. To prove a point to the devil. When you already knew I wasn't going to turn on you. You knew I wasn't going to turn on you. Another thing that I realized when I read that was, when the devil was working on Job, he took everything but his wife. In the end, it was his wife that came to him and said, hey, Job, man, fuck this shit. Look, just turn your back on him, curse him, do what you got to do, and it'll all be over with. Just do it. That's why the devil never took his wife, because that was the final trick he had up his sleeve. You know what I'm saying? The devil already knew that was the get him. Yeah, that's how he got Adam, remember? Now my thing is, what had this serpent that was in the garden talking to Eve about the apple and the tree of knowledge? Because they say that was Satan, Baal, or whatever his name's supposed to be. Already? At what part did he get made and go up to the heaven and all the shit he was supposed to be doing with music? And then you already, day one, you already down here on earth and you the serpent and you doing evil? That's why I had got to the point where I was like, man, I can't turn my back on God and say it ain't no God. I'm not an atheist, but I just talk to God. I talk to God, man. I feel like sometimes he talk back. Sometimes I get mad or I get confused, or I get whatever I get, and I be fighting. And then things start happening, and it's like within myself, within my head, I start seeing shit. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I need to start praying. Maybe I need to start talking to God more. Maybe I need to start looking. Man, I don't know how everybody else feel when it feel like the shit start working and coming together. But I'm going to just be real. It feel like the shit is working and it's coming together. I've never felt it like that before. You see what I'm saying? I promise I've never felt it like that before. I done had one time where I prayed in the thing I prayed for 2 times. 2 times. The first time was when I was in the jail and I was praying by my homeboy right before they opened the door up. The second time, I was working at this place called Old Chicago. It's a pizza place. But I was trying to get in this barber shop with a with this one of the top barbers. His name Daryl Doss. You can look him up. Like he's a world known barber. Just happened to be my cousin. I didn't know that at the time. Appreciate that. Dude just happened to be my cousin. I probably told y'all some story about dude before, old crack baby ass nigga. But his name Daryl Doss, man. Y'all can look dude up because I think he calls himself DK5000 or something like that. Design King. He do a lot of designs and shit. But what was I going with this story? Somebody help me because I really lost it. But see, that's the thing about it. I've done all that. I've done all that way when I was younger. Trust me. I studied multiple religions when I got locked up. I ain't gonna lie. It was fear that ran me to the Bible. When I was in Bentonville, I just was like, man, I'm trying to get that peace about myself before I go to this prison. And he used to be this big ass Mexican dude. He used to do a prayer circle at night before we got locked down. We was in the jail before I went to prison. And I used to be in the prayer circle and shit. And he was telling us like, man, the Bible ain't like a regular book that you pick up and read front page to last page. The Bible is the type of book where you have to study. You have to go to chapters, and you have to read these chapters multiple times. You don't go right to the next chapter and read that, then the next chapter and read that. You like, man, like when you go to Mark, Matthew, he said those chapters, he said, man, you have to read those chapters 3 to 4 times in a row, bro, to start understanding them. It was like, man, especially if you want to understand Jesus, you're going to have to read those several times. So I started doing that. And when I got to Varner unit, I started going to Jumar prayer. Thing is, when I be doing these things, I actually pay attention. I listen. It's just like school. I might not do all the participation, but everything that's being laid down, I'm picking it up. Over time, it went from not only just religion, man, to reading books. And not just, you know what I'm saying, pimp books and hood books. I was reading Robert Greene books. Robert Greene is like 48 Laws of Power, Art Seduction, that type of shit. But Hell the Pale Horse, I was reading that type of shit. Children of the Matrix, Blue Blood, True Blood, The Bush Crime Family. I ain't never read the Book of Egypt. But it's like you get to studying because first of all, you have time. Second of all, if you're the type of person that enjoy learning shit, different shit, and it be interesting, that type of shit will reel your ass in. Like, it's things people don't know. I know that every member of the Bush family has committed murder. You know what I'm saying? When you be talking about some Illuminati shit, like, nigga, they have all took a life. Daddy, sons, daughters, all of them. The shit don't stop. Wives, everybody. Boy, look, let me see if I can pull this shit up somewhere. I'm gonna just show it to y'all. It's gonna be a picture. Just tell me what y'all think about this picture. It's ain't it like this. Don't tell me that ain't scary. If y'all don't know why it's scary, I'll pull it down and let you see the caption. Y'all think that's a coincidence or something? By show of hands, y'all think that's a coincidence or something? Come on now. That's a little country boy from Arkansas. What is he doing kicking with the president? What's up, Pat Pat? What is a little country boy from Arkansas doing chilling with the motherfucking president? You see what I'm saying? That's the type of shit. When you find out that John Kerry and George Bush, is cousins. They don't fuck you up. They was running for president against each other. They cousins. They knew they was cousins, like blood related. We didn't know that. Why we didn't know that? They were smearing each other and acting like they were really goddamn me. These motherfuckers is related. Guess who else they related to? They were mama side. Blue blood, true blood. You got to be in their bloodline. Hey, 23andMe. They all match up. It's no coincidence. Them motherfuckers kin to George Washington. What do you mean? Yeah, kin to George Washington. Fuck you mean? It's a reason. It's one country. It's one bloodline running it. Even if it ain't one bloodline, it's one from 13 different bloodlines. You ain't fit to have no whole different. You know what I'm saying? That's who invested. That's who run it. Why you think your boy trying so hard to get in and not get out? God, him not one of them. Him wasn't never able to get there. They took him for a joke, and him was doing what Usher wanted him to do. People be like, why ain't he gonna say people like that? That's a lie. This type of shit he say. This is what I say. I say, your wife Usher, your ex-wife Usher, your daughter Usher, your kids Usher. You brought a whole lot of Ushers off in the White House when you came up in there. And they was all related to you. They were like, hey, Putin here, you were like, let me go out and holler at him. They were like, take a train. They were like, don't need to, got my wife. Knowing your wife can't testify against, she can't give no dirt. Whatever you say in that motherfucking room with that dictator, stay between him, you, and your wife. Can never be used against you in the court of law because the only motherfucker heard it was your wife. And she can't testify. When you got a motherfucker that slick, boy, watch out. Oh, here she go. Yeah, I know they had that taper dude essaying that model woman, right? They had a video of your boy, orange haired dude, essaying that girl. And she ran for her life, was hiding all over the world. Hiding all over the world. She had the tape. And she said, hey, orange haired dude, I got the tape. And then she ran. And then orange haired dude like, hey, billionaire dude over there in Usher, we got a whole bunch of tariffs on you, right? American had tariffs on you because you like the biggest arm dealer, boy. I tell you what, get that for me. I got you. A week later, Lil Mama was on news like, hey, I ain't got to take no more. What happened to it? I ain't got it no more. What happened a couple days before she got on news say she ain't got it no more? Your boy from the orange hair dude took all the tariffs off that Usher billionaire. Took all the tariffs off a dude, and she say he's the one who came and took that from her, got that tape from her. Boy. I don't know, but I will say Chris started acting weird, got real rich, and started hanging around billionaires like that. All at the same time. Like it all bam. This nigga went from being Smokey to his best friend was Michael motherfucking Jackson. What are you talking about? Come on now. And I be sitting like, man, we be taking it up for Mike. What if we motherfucking wrong? Cause we know Mike was had Quincy Jones and them. Yo. The nigga want to say a whole bunch of shit about Quincy Jones. They don't say nothing about how he was Mike them. Hey, the same way with Tupac. He was passing out daughters back then too. Fuck you mean? That ain't nothing new. Y'all seen Steve Harvey pass his daughter off the puppet? Shit. Think it's a game. Yeah. One of the Jacksons got a daughter too, didn't it? That's what I'm saying. Tupac too. Yeah, everybody get a daughter. You get a daughter. Shit. These motherfuckers don't give a damn. They in the business. I seen some shit today. I said, boy, I better not say that. They motherfucker gonna kill me. I say that shit. Cause somebody's daughter getting older. And I was like, ooh. The industry gonna be out to her in a minute. I wonder what moms and pops gonna do. If they so deep in the industry, I wonder if they already got it on their mind. Like, shit, when they come calling for you, girl, you just gotta go. You wanna be rich, don't you? You wanna be like mom and dad, don't you? Boy, I'm about to take this dog outside one more time, then I might have to come back and get me I don't know what number I'm on, a nut. Just say it like they come back and get a nut. Sure. Damn, nigga. Come out the door like you gonna really use it this time. Go. Come on. Yeah, take that on that tray. Hey, I'm not saying no names. I'm not saying no names. I'm not saying nobody name or nobody child, man. I just like, I don't trust the adults in the situation. We don't say it like that. I don't trust them because I think the adults in the situation been foul for since been. You know what I'm saying? I've been disagreeing with it since before people knew it was something to disagree with. I was like, what? Everybody was like, boy, that's just innocent. And I'm like, you think that's innocent? They said it's innocent. Look at them today. It still look innocent. I remember when Swiss Beats, I was in prison. Swiss Beats was married to a woman named Mashonda. And I used to read in the magazines. I told you I used to order all the magazines and I used to pay for them to get my credit up. And I was reading the article one time. They was talking about Alicia Keys, and they was talking about it was Mashonda getting interviewed, and they was like, "Yeah, I told the bitch to be, you know what I'm saying, trying to cheat on and trying to screw my husband, to leave my husband alone. We got a happy marriage, we got a happy family, and the only problem in my marriage is you." And they was laughing. They was like, "So damn, who is it?" And they was like, "Man, if I tell you this bitch now, you're not gonna believe it because the industry try to make her look all sweet and innocent. But in reality, the bitch is a hoe and she fucking my husband and she trying to steal my man." So I'm thinking like, damn, she ain't gonna say who this bitch is, but that's some fucked up shit. But at the end of the interview, she was like, fuck it, I'm gonna say the bitch name. The bitch name Alicia Keys. I said, oh man, this bitch hating. First of all, Alicia Keys fine ass. Ain't no hoe like that. Second of all, that bitch don't want no motherfucking Swiss Beats big nose ass. Man, the motherfucker look like a skint giraffe. She don't want that nigga. And then 2 years later, they were married with kids. And I said, oh, damn. You dirty bitch. You sneaky little slut. Now, am I wrong? That what happened? Only thing pissed me off about the situation was, it ain't my situation, but I was pissed off because I'm like, man, the woman is in this interview basically begging you why she's still married to this man. Leave my husband alone. She done told the whole world, you fucking my man, leave my man alone. You running around here acting all goody two shoes and innocent like you ain't doing nothing. And she was. So how do you explain you being married to the same man that you swore up and down you wasn't messing with, that you didn't have no interest in? But now that's your husband and y'all got kids in the industry look at y'all like a power couple. Like y'all was ever supposed to be, y'all was never supposed to be together. Right, pretty piano playing bitch. Come on, Zena, go. I give you a treat this time, man, but you on my nerves. They wasn't never supposed to be together. They ain't the only ones. It happen all the time. That shit happen all the time. That's why I be trying to tell folks, I'm like, you gotta look at it like this, man. These people be in the industry, and it's like they just be passing motherfuckers around. Now, I don't know if y'all peeped this. Remember when I told y'all when you do they bidding, when you do they bullshit, when you push their agendas, you get rewarded. It might not be that same day, but you're gonna look up one day and all of a sudden that person, pow, 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 pow. Anybody notice how all of a sudden, now that they talking about that tape gonna come out on Megan, she blowing up bigger than she ever been in her life. Bigger than anything. She mother fitness. She got the gym shit jumping off. The new song and dropped that motherfucker #1 on the Billboard charts and it's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This bitch down there got Nicki Minaj wrote off the motherfucking record book. She probably could drop an album and get all kind of awards for some bullshit for talking about my pussy fat. I'm like, this bitch gonna win a Grammy for talking about my pussy fat. Like, bitch, we done heard that so many times. Thing is, that's the agenda they want her to push. My pussy fat. My pussy wet ass pussy. Bend your knee, touch your toes. My ass so fat. Fuck a nigga. Take his money. And give a nigga some head. I'm a hoe. She pushing that agenda. So of course she's bam. We gonna blow your song up. We gonna get it to #1 so all the little girls hear it. We want all the little girls in the hood to hear your music. So we gonna make this song #1. No matter how foul and vile you are, we gonna put you all on TV so they see you. All that ass you got don't really register with white America. So we gonna cut your lower half off and put you in a genie costume. You in the motherfucking clouds. They just gonna see their pretty face and know who you is. You can snap your fingers and roll your motherfucking neck, and we gonna pay you. But we want you to make sure that all the little girls out here snapping their motherfucking fingers and rolling their motherfucking necks and fucking nigga and fuck my baby daddy and my pussy fat and it's wet and you what you got to get what you want and all the shit they been putting these black women head since the beginning of the goddamn me putting shit in the motherfucking head. Come on now. I used to tell motherfucker when I was young, I knew when it started. All this whole shit started with the motherfucking movie Players Club. That movie, them watching Lisa Ray dance and felt like she was classy. They felt like she was above. It was two different types of strippers now. You had the pretty kind, body impeccable, everybody want her, and you got the kind over here like running in with her in gold teeth. You know what I'm saying? You got them type of strippers. So now, like the Willie Lynch syndrome, you got a divide. You got a good and a bad. And the little girl say, okay, well, I'm going to choose the good because now you got a good. Come on, man. You know how many motherfuckers I heard coming up start using them motherfucking running line you got to get with, even though they were playing. Man, they took that shit just like these females is taking it when they started doing the old curve shit. Then they started doing the female behind it, let's go shit. Man, whatever they hear, they gonna do it. When Yo Gotti dropped a song called 5 Star Bitch, you know how many bitches in the world all of a sudden was 5-star bitches? Not one before that song came out. The next day, it was 100,000. Bitches all around here. There's some hoes running around here right now, got 5-star bitch tattooed on their body. That nigga wrote that in a goddamn song. They live their life back for the rest of their motherfucking life. Come on now. This is just how that shit go. I told y'all, nigga got I'ma do me tattooed on. That's off a motherfucking song. Come on, man. I can't make this shit up. This shit real. It's the most shit, it's another anthem Yo Gotti had for females. Way before the Nicki Minaj and shit, that type of shit. I can't think of what it is. Shit, when he came out with the bad bitch. You know how many bitches right now is calling themselves bad bitches? And they don't even remember that's where it came from. Then you a bad bitch. Girl, you a bad bitch. And now, goddamn me, 20 years later, bitches talking about, I'm a bad bitch. You remember where that shit came from? A nigga told you that. And you ran with it. Just like they be saying, all these females is rapping out now, like Cardi B ain't writing her own shit, a nigga write that. But when she say the shit she say, the females run with it and start doing it. Megan Thee Stallion ain't writing her own shit, a nigga writing that shit. But when she get talking about that wet ass pussy, the shit a nigga writing about, females go crazy and they get to doing the shit. And I'm just like, come on now, be for real. Why you think women winning? In the music business right now, women are winning, they saying the stupidest shit, and motherfuckers tell them say the stupid ass shit, or they might be just rapping the stupidest shit. When the first thing I said when Nicki Minaj made a song about Megan Thee Stallion was, you rapping about the wrong bitch. You supposed to be rapping about Remy Martin. She dropped sheets and you retired. How in the hell you gonna try to sneak back in the rap game like we don't remember that you retired in the middle of a beef that you never responded to? I don't know. It'd be hard to take this shit serious. Say, man. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. Say hi. Is it what you want? Chill, Wade. Get back. Nope. In my hand. In my hand. Give me fast. That's my wrist. Up high. There you go. That's my nipple. I'm tripping. This the thing about it. They don't realize. Most women don't realize. The female dog part is only one definition of the word bitch. There are so many different adjectives that go along with the word bitch, and most of them pertain to a woman. Argumentative, bad attitude, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? We can look it up if you want to. But there are also definitions of the word bitch that pertain to a man. Like a man that lets other people intimidate him into doing things. And I think like it ain't gonna be accurate. Well, it'll be accurate, but it won't be verbatim. They was giving an example like Robbie made Tim push the car 10 miles to the gas station while he sat in drinking a Coca-Cola. Robbie's Tim's bitch. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. What came from Ada? Man, she just want to be up on me because she up here getting rubbed on. When she getting rubbed on, she don't be thinking about nothing else. Look, I start rubbing. You see what she doing? All right, I got you. Get your hand over me, man. You ain't running nothing. Look over there. Yeah, that's what I thought. Talking about her? Nah, not right now. I think she just came out. Shit, about 7 in human year. A little bit over. Down there 8. Shit, my little brother one, he got them killers. He got a champ right now. They put the he got a bout coming up, man. He put to go grand champ. For real. But you gotta look at it like, and I know this ain't fair to say, but sometimes being a man, it ain't fair to have a female boss. It just ain't. Because females like, you know what I'm saying, dealing with men, sometimes they like to flex that power. Just because you a man and they a female, they feel like they have to flex that power to put you in your place, to keep you in line and let you know you ain't gonna run over me just because I'm a female. I wasn't trying to run over you. But now you running over me just because you a female. You see what I'm saying? The shit work both ways. But when the female is about, who the hell you gonna tell that to? Like, for real. I done told y'all a story where I done been in jail, in prison, and then got assault charges put on me because I wouldn't talk to a female officer. She trying to fuck with me and I don't want to fuck with her. Next thing I know, I'm in the hole with an assault on an officer for to get transferred. End up in the max for years. All because I didn't want to holler at this woman. Me and her got into it because I wanted to go get a haircut because my mama and them was coming to see me. I hadn't seen them in a minute because I had got transferred. I'm in a whole different unit. So it's like when I get transferred, I got to get over here, get all my shit. In prison, I don't know if you know how it works. You just can't pick up the phone and start making phone calls. You got to wait for your PIN number to get in the system, and then all your phone numbers. You only got certain numbers you can call. They all on a list. They got to be approved. You can't just call nobody. So when you get to a new unit, you can't call nobody. You can get on the phone, but your shit don't work. Your numbers and shit don't do nothing. Your PIN, all that shit, it might be a month, it might be 2. And the way the prison work, you can be sending a request, man, I need my phone ain't working, I ain't been able to call my family in a month. They don't give a fuck. You better use a snail mail with me, write a letter. And tell them, hey man, I'm over here at this unit. Y'all got to make a phone call, come see me. I need this. I ain't been able to call you. Get on these folks' ass. They ain't doing shit for me. Man, it be so much shit. Like I be telling you, shit they not going to tell you. These motherfuckers get up all day and they get up and tell you the whole day in prison. And it be the exact same story every day. They not going to tell you about them days where you sitting there stressing because you can't use the phone. And you trying to get something done and the CEOs don't give a fuck. And it been 2 weeks, so now you writing the warden letters. And the warden don't give a fuck. So you writing the governor and shit trying to get a phone call. What's on, man? Real shit. These folks, and that's like an easy issue. You got some motherfuckers, these folks, and they family don't even know what unit they at no more. And they somewhere hid in the hole. They mom and daddy think they over at Varna. The whole time, these motherfuckers got shipped to Calico Rock. In the hole, can't use the phone. They 300 miles away from where you thought they was. They beat the fuck up, bruised. You know what I'm saying? Jaw broke, arm broke, or some shit like that, man. And then these folks not gonna let them call you. While y'all wonder how that shit happen, how shit can happen to you, jack that. Because you can't pick up the phone and just start dialing numbers. It got to be on that approved list. Then, if they want to, from the front office, they can cut your shit off. When you picking up their goddamn phone and you trying to use it, and for some, you know what I'm saying? Put like this. You get a disciplinary or something, you be on restriction, they cut your phone privileges. They cut your commissary privileges. All this shit. So even it might be a situation where you got buku money on your books, but you done got into a fight or something. You done got out the hole, but you still on restriction for another month. Meaning you can't go to the store. You can't do this, you can't do that. You sitting in the motherfucking barracks all day. Man, come on now. And it don't always be your fault. It'll fuck you up from a lot of shit. These folks will transfer you and hide you in the hole, and you got to go to court. You ain't got your documents because they sending documents to a prison you ain't even at no more. You done missed court and getting fucked off. You got extra charges coming because you missed court. Failure to appear and all that shit. Now, you might get off that shit because you were product of the ADC. And if they didn't bring you, then it's their fault. But you still gonna have them charges and you're gonna have to get off of them. It is how shit be working. Like I was stressing at first, the system ain't set up to help. Yeah, she was. But what you gotta realize is that shit is more common than you think it is. That's just like people would think that's a man thing, abusing a position of power. No, that's a power thing. People in position of power abuse their power. Not men in a position of power, and not just women in position of power. When people get their power, that's how they abuse it. Because they got it. Everybody ain't supposed to have that shit. Unfortunately, sometimes you don't know the difference until you see it. Yo, somebody was telling me about that earlier. He was supposed to have flew somebody out and was trying to. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out when I get off here, man, because I don't know the details. So I don't really know what to say about it. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, how old the girl was. I don't know if he was trying to make her do something and she didn't want to do it. or if he wanted her to do something and she didn't want to do it, so now he clowning her and she exposed him. If he was just on some goofball shit, I don't know. But if y'all want to tell me, I'm gonna read it. A lot of people can't have no power. That's what I'm saying. That shit ain't made for everybody. And I told y'all that, like, think about it. When I told y'all I was doing the shit, like the white flag week, and I was to throw the party and all this shit, and I was to be bringing all that money in, and I was gonna get like 70% to the motherfucking to the cause. That's like abuse of power. I hate to say this and sound like I'm hating on somebody. I'm gonna point something out to y'all. If anybody remember this, you remember. It was another YouTuber on here, like when I ain't gonna say when he first got started, but around the time I first got started, I remember he had this thing out, and he was telling everybody that he was talking to the studio, and they was fit to turn this shit into a series, and they were gonna have it on TV. He needed actors, and then he was like, "Man, that fell through, but I'm still gonna do it. I need y'all to send y'all money. Send me some money, man. We gonna get this shit done." And I was like, "Bro, you finna go back to prison, cause you a scam." And I'm like, he must don't know you can't take people money and then don't do exactly what you said you gonna do with their money. You gonna go to prison, bro. But he must have found that shit out, cause about 3 days into that bullshit, he came back on there. He was like, "Hey man, we gonna do something different, bro. So all that money y'all sent me, I'm gonna make sure everybody get their money." I was rolling my ass. I said, "Well, I knew that was coming. Boy, you take them for money, you know damn well you ain't doing what you say you doing. You lying." That man told him for money, I'm gonna send y'all money back. That's why I be like, hell nah, boy, you can't do that shit. No, ain't gonna be somewhere goddamn me getting some more stores. Like Brick Girl, way back, way back when I told y'all exactly what she did. I got a whole video about it. I told y'all, I said, man, look, the girl got them arguing with the man. She hit him and got hit back. The broad is on video starting arguments with a bunch of different men. She always hits these men, trying to get them to react so she can get that part on video, edit the shit and make it look like she ain't do nothing wrong. Now, thing is, in the midst of me looking all that shit up, I found out that she had actually did the shit before. And they had other pictures of her when that shit was swole up, but it wasn't the side of her face and it wasn't that big. So then the woman in the hospital get to telling them, like, look, little mama came in here and say she was having an allergic reaction or something. We let her in the room waiting to see the doctor. And when she was in there, she shot that saline in her face, swallowed her face up, went on video crying and all this and that about a damn brick. I said, what the fuck? So then they roasted the shit out of Godfrey and then they canceled that man. Because he said the same thing I said. Next thing you know, she turned herself in. She going to jail. Why? Because she lied and collected $42,000. And that's a crime. Let me read it. It said, I'm not sure he chilled with a chick and it went sideways. She best was trying to set up the narrative. She came out with her video she had recording of him. And I don't. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna go check it out when I get done. Say it went sideways. I'm not really sure what happened though. Shit, I hope he is too. I hope they both good. When they said earlier, I was trying to see, I was trying to make sure it wasn't no child, no shit like that, man, because we don't need no victims like that. We don't need no victims at all, but especially not no kids. And then I don't want that dude to be did no shit like that. Cause I like dude. I seen Bill as a real dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's up with it? When I was hearing Bill's stories, I was gotta say I ain't really listened to him since my accident because I always knew I was gonna get back in the truck, and I was saving Bill's stories Cause I like Bill Stores. I ain't gonna lie, I like Bill Stores. I was saving Bill Stores when I get back in the truck. Yeah, that was somebody was telling me he had flew out there and he was trying to smash and she didn't want to do it. That's why I'm like I'm glad it's just that he wanted to smash and she didn't want to do it. Not that he was trying to make her do it. You know what I'm saying? No shit like that. Cause that's that bullshit. We don't need none of that. But nah, I'll check it out, man. We can have a deeper discussion about it when I get some more information about it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's something I need to say. Nah, they say some female got a video on Bill Fees talking about he flew out there and he was trying to smash on it. She didn't want to do it. That's really about all I know. So I don't know how far shit went or how bad shit really is. I just know a couple people that said something. That's why I say when we get done with this, I ain't hear about it until we was already in the episode. No, this is my first time hearing about it. Shit, handle your business, handle your business. I can believe that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to accuse nobody before I hear it myself. But who is CC? You talking about Sierra? Talking about since he made in the video. Oh, you talking about the female? They been in prison. I'm gonna be 100. I quit watching her shit because she too damn cute, and she be talking that freaky shit. And nigga like me, I don't play that shit. I try to slide in her DM. She ain't respond. I don't even know if I should. I probably said something on the video. I don't know. I just felt like that. Then you gonna notice me, and you gonna want me. And when it didn't happen, I was like, dang. I can't say her shit be capped because I don't know. I know some of that shit be real, but it be seeming like she be, you know what I'm saying, like she be mixing in a little bit the real with the fake. They're just being real. I know some of that shit be real, but some of that shit be seeming fake. I can't just say it is, but you know I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't gonna sugarcoat the shit. But she tell a good story. What a cute ass. I bite her motherfucker hungry. What? You can't CCA. Are you scared of your motherfucking ass? And if I got you, I bring a girl with me. That's what you need. Come here, goddamn. Let me quit being trifling. I'm serious though. You catch my show, I know you probably peeped me once or twice. You know what I'm saying? That video got 270,000 views. You done been on there once or twice. Boy, hey. Everybody don't remember everything I'm trying to tell you. I be tripping like you can remember everything that happened every day, but there's so much shit that happened in prison you don't be saying nothing about. I know this shit happening, you ain't saying nothing about none of this. You can't go through certain shit that you got to see when you in prison. Certain shit, and it happened all the time. Like this thing about this, and it would fuck me up. I wasn't expecting this when my mama was on one time. when she got to talking about the mad jackals when she was come visit me. That fucked my head up. Cause first of all, it's like I didn't know. I didn't know. And she told me, nigga, you wasn't gonna know. I wasn't gonna tell you because I knew you was gonna be soft. You was gonna be back in the bed trying to fight a motherfucker, trying to do something to a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? One of them or something. Somebody ass. I'm like, shit. But that fucked my head up. But a whole lot of people hit me up to my bro. Every time your mama get talking, she confirms some shit you been told us months ago. Nigga, cause the shit real. I just get to talking, the shit come up in my head, I'm gonna tell you about it. I don't sit back. I used to. Sometimes I sit back, you know, I got little shit everywhere. All over the place. Every little piece of paper around me be having some shit wrote on it. And some shit I done told y'all that we were gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? Just all type of shit. Everything got notes on it. But all that shit, we talked about this shit already. Cause I just sit back and write little notes. I don't have to sit back and write a story out because I already got the story in my head, but I write notes like shit I want to talk about topics. So if I'm doing it like that, I have picked up right there. It might have like 18 topics or 10 topics or whatever, and just boom. I look, okay, it say, talk about the food, talk about the guard, talk about the time this happened over some shoes, wave grease, that type of shit. For the most part, it don't be the fact that they even leave shit out. It be the shit that they talking about. They amp it up, and they make it seem like it's happening a lot because that's what everybody want to hear about. When you watch a movie in prison, you expect to see somebody getting poked. You expect to see somebody getting choked, somebody getting took, somebody getting in a fight. You expect guards to be dirty. You expecting all this shit. Think about this, you dealing with real life people. This ain't a movie. The script don't have you on 110 at all times and you going, and shit happening. It don't be like that. Most days in prison is quiet as fuck, boring as hell. You done went to work, people be plotting. The plots don't happen every day and then every night something happening. Some of these plots of the shit that's happening take a week. Sometimes they take a month. Sometimes you got to get clearance from this side of the prison and it take a week just to get that clearance. Sometimes the niggas that you waiting on to do certain shit is locked up. I mean, it'd be all type of shit. But to me, it seems like a lot of these dudes get a little bit of time and then they come back and tell the story like they did years and years and years and years and years. Like, the first dude I seen on here that I just said, man, dude lying with Dante. And it's because I can listen to his stories and where he telling stories and I can tell this shit's made up because I can pick it apart, bro. How are you telling me the story from the outside and you still in prison? You ain't telling me no story about family members or homeboys or niggas from your gang. These just some dudes you did time with. Now they in prison and you telling me what their mama said and what their sister did and what her part in it. Then you telling me these people died out here on the street. How you get the story back in prison and know what his mama said? Dude dead, he didn't come back and tell you. His mama didn't write you in prison like, hey, when old boy showed up at the door, this what I said. I went back in the house confused, like, son, what did you do? Your son died that day. How do you know how this man in prison know that? And I'd be like, nah, man, this might be making shit up. You got 200-something thousand subscribers and everybody listening, but I'm like, bro. But every once in a while, like every few days, I get a comment where somebody tell me, man, I don't know how your channel ain't the biggest, bro. I watch a lot of prison channels, bro. You the only one I know that ain't glorifying this shit. Like you be telling you, like you really sound like you trying to help people. Everybody else just telling stories for entertainment, trying to get some laughs and some likes and shit. And be the main ones talking about, man, I'm doing this to help. And I'm like, help who? Help how? The shit that you telling on your channel ain't to help nobody, bro. You ain't helping nobody with that. You entertaining folks. The sickest people on the internet sometimes. Like, for real. And I ain't hating on the dude. Entertainment. Only way I be tripping is because I feel like, just like with Cat Williams, man, look, it's cool to do the fake shit, to be the studio gangster, but people need to know it's entertainment. They made the WWF turn to the WWE for a reason. They were tired of people saying, man, it's fake. They want to say, no, it ain't fake, it's entertainment. The shit hurt. No, he ain't really trying to kill dude. But yeah, he really just kicked that nigga in his goddamn head. Maybe he didn't put all his weight on him when he dropped his elbow, but that elbow hit that motherfucker. You can believe that. Man, Dante tripped me out, bro. I'm going to tell y'all my version of the story he told. The parts I can remember. And then I'm going to tell you what made me say that shit was fake as hell. He was like, man, it was this dude. Sold a lot of dope, man, made a lot of money. He was hard, had his boys, you know, his boys had his back. They was always woo, woo, woo. But the dude ended up going to prison. When he got to prison, he found out he wasn't hard as he was when he had all them guns and shit out on the street. He ain't had no gun no more. And then he wasn't that big. He was a little dude. He ended up choosing up with this real big dude. They got together. First it was for protection, but they ended up in like a relationship, like a mutual thing. Where they was really in a boyfriend, girlfriend type relationship. Well, they fell in love, and dude had ended up telling dude, man, when you get out, man, I got you. You can come stay with me. So they say the little drug dealer dude ended up getting out first. He went home, he with his mama, rolled out to his mama house, living good, he ain't got shit together, he working, he doing good, house clean, you know what I'm saying? He abiding by his parole, all this. It's all good. Time go by. And one day it's a knock at the door. Say the woman goes head to the door. And when she gets to the door, it's this big ass black nigga just like he fresh out of prison knocking the door like, hey, your son here? I don't remember what the name was, so I'm just saying your son. He's like, hey, your son here? And she was like, who is you? What you want with him? It was like, man. Nah, she's like, dude can't go. She was telling me, like, you got the wrong address, or I don't know who you looking for, but you got the wrong place. Dude was like, man, I'm looking for dude. She was like, that's my son. Hold on. Say, she shut the door, went back and got her son, like, hey, some dude named Big Dude that was messing with you in prison is outside on the front porch. Say, dude, like, who? What? All right, mama, just chill. I'm going to go out here and talk to him real quick. Say, dude, come out there. Say, his mama had crept to the door. She listening and shit time. Dude would turn to him, what's up? He's like, what's up, baby? Like, what's up, bro? He's like, man, shit, nigga, I'm out. What's up? They let me out. Cause of, you know what I'm saying? Cause of the coping and shit. I got out early. He was like, damn, for real? He was like, yeah, man. So shit, I know you gonna let me stay like you said you would, baby. I know it's all good, me and you. And say he hugged him. When he hugged him, he had grabbed that man cakes back there. And right around that time, this man mama opened the door like, what the hell? And Big Man was like, hey, baby, let me talk to your mama right quick. Ma'am, I don't mean no harm, but your son kind of leaned on me in prison, and I took care of him. Kind of, you know what I'm saying, I developed feelings for him, you know what I'm saying, I love him. I ain't letting nothing happen to your son. While he was in the junk, made sure he was straight. And them feelings ain't changed. He told me when I get out, I can come here. I'm here. And I ain't going nowhere. Say, dude, barged up in the house. We gonna cut the story right there. This is my thing. I'm like, damn, Dante, you telling this story like you was in prison with these two dudes. And you seen how they were living, and dude came through and he was a drug dealer and he was a big man and he got to take care of him. They got to being, you know what I'm saying, backwards. They started playing for the wrong damn teams and shit. How do you know what was said on that porch when that man was standing out there on that porch, you was in prison. How do you know what time it was when that man mama opened up the door and what she seen and what she said and what dude said to her back? You know the whole damn conversation, bro. You was in prison though. You wasn't standing in that house. You wasn't standing out there on their front lawn or none of that. You shouldn't know none of this, bro. That nigga that said that dope wasn't your homeboy, bro. That was just a nigga that you was in prison with. That big man was not your homeboy, bro. That was just a nigga you was in prison with. So now when I get to thinking about all that, I get to thinking, man, maybe you wasn't in prison with one of these niggas. Then I get to look at him like, hold on. Dante been telling stories, sometimes 2 stories a day for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. The man was only locked up for 2 years now. Come on. The man was locked up 2 years. You got 6, 7 years worth of stories, bro. Get out of here. I heard a couple more stories and they sounded like that, man. I could tell the man was making this shit up. I'm in the mindset, I can read, when I see dudes' stories, I can read the titles and tell this shit made up. Like, come on, bro. Even all your titles be sounding the same. White boy got took for his commissary. Dude put too much trust in his cellmate. Man, we done heard these stories so many times, bro. You tell the same shit over and over, change the character, change the race or something, remix it with some of this story. Get out of here with that shit. That's why I be telling y'all. I give y'all names. You can go Google these people, look them up. Some of these folks still in jail. Some of these folks still in prison. You can go probably look up the charges they done caught in prison and see what type of people they is. See what they charges was, what they was in prison for. I told you, the nigga West Side I used to beef with all the time. His name was Antonio Smith. They call him West Side, they call him Black Tony. Go look at that man charges. The charges that got him to prison and the charges and shit he done caught since he been in prison. That's the nigga I used to beef with in prison. Me with mortal enemy. We was always into it. We was, every time you seen me or every time I seen you, we were fighting, we were trying to get at each other. That's the same nigga who ended up putting me on in the max. Cause I hit him on the gamble. And the nigga looked out. When he I don't really remember right now if he was getting shipped or if he was getting released out to the general population. But I know either way it go, he couldn't take all the commissary. And the nigga owed me, so he was like, fuck it. I'm trying to think if I can think about somebody else shit that I can tell y'all. I'm trying to search in my head different prisons and shit. Cause I know it's the most shit, but it's just shit got to come to my mind. I'm like, damn. And then sometimes shit'll pop in my head. By the time I get to y'all, I don't remember none of this shit. That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of something I ain't never told y'all from the ADC. Shit, even from the county jail here. It's so much shit. Shit used to pop up in the county jail all the time. I don't know why I ain't got a million more from county jail stories in my head. Man, what's wrong with you? I keep taking to the door, your ass don't use the bathroom. That's on you though. Let me see. Still trying to come up with something. I don't know. Did I ever tell you? Okay, check this out. This from the county jail, really from the streets, really from both. It was a female. It really was 3 that I considered mine when I was in the county. This when I was 18, finna go to prison. Well, one of them was this motherfucker was a straight country bumpkin. Straight country bumpkin. I ain't know she was young, like just barely 2-3 years older than me. I thought she probably was like 30. I was 18. But she was country as hell. But me and her, we was cool. Cool to the point where everybody just called her my girl, like they could tell she had like a little thing for me or something. I was green, so I didn't really know how to take advantage of this shit back then. I used to get extra trays to put on cleanup crew and shit. And that's what it was. I used to be on cleanup crew and shit. I knew how to pop my door. Matter of fact, I didn't even lock the door. What it was is, in between us feeding the top tier and the bottom tier, she had to take a shit. So she went off in the staff bathroom, was like, hey, since I gotta go in the bathroom, y'all gotta go lock down. I'm gonna let y'all right back out when I come out the bathroom. But we like, man, we ain't trying to get like that. Motherfucker like, man, hey, Phil, nigga, I'm gonna give you $1, nigga, when she go in there sale. Come back and give me a light. So she went in the bathroom. I came back, gave the nigga a light. She was like, Nichols, what you doing? I'm like, man, I'm getting something from my home. I'm gonna go right back up to my cell. I'm going right now for the lock the door. She was like, you better hurry your ass up. You better lock that door. You better slam it. I want to hear it. So I go up there and slam the door loud as hell. Bam, I slam the door. I'm straight. Come back out. She let us back out. We feed the bottom tier. She short a tray. And she like, man, I counted these trays 4 times to pass them out. I know I had enough trays. Now I'm short a tray. Somebody stole a tray. I'm like, man, damn. She was like, you know what? All right, don't worry about it. Y'all ain't going outside. Y'all ain't smoking no cigarettes or nothing of that. When y'all done with y'all bottom tier, y'all go back to y'all cell and lock down, and y'all lock down for the rest of my shift. So everybody like, fuck. Niggas steady hollering at me, Phil. Man, holler at your girl, bro. Holler at your bitch. Man, she let us out, man. Man, ain't telling, man, just look. I'm in the cell with the big homie. So the big homie like, cuz, man, just tell her, get on the mic and give whoever did it a chance to confess. Tell them if they confess, then she'll just lock them down for the rest of the day, let everybody else out. So I get on the mic, I'm shooting that P. I'm like, man, such. Baby, look, just tell these niggas, man, whoever did that bullshit, if they own up to it, you'll just punish them, leave them in their room for the rest of the day. Everybody's come out, man, but they gonna have to just tell you who it was, take and bite their bullet. So she was like, all right. She got on the mic. Attention, R unit. Nichols told me to tell y'all, whoever did that shit, just tell me y'all did it, and I'll leave y'all locked down the rest of y'all cell, and everybody else be able to come out. So when she said that, now everybody's shaking the door, beating the door. Man, whoever did that shit, tell her you did that shit, man. Don't be ain't no bitch ass nigga, man. Man, if I find out you did it, you ain't say nothing, man. Whoop your ass, man. I'm gonna get you. So now everybody's saying they threats, they shaking doors and shit. And I'm like, damn, I got all this shit started. She come back on the microphone, and she like, hey, Nichols. I'm like, what's up, baby? She's like, come on down here and sign your disciplinary. I'm like, my disciplinary? Man, you bullshitting. She was like, nah, I know you stole that tray, goddamn me, and sold it to one of them niggas when I was in the bathroom. I'm like, man, I ain't did no shit like that, man. I said, man, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I was giving a motherfucker light for their cigarette, and I'm not gonna tell you who it was. She was like, you ain't gotta tell me shit. Cause like I said, come on down here and get your disciplinary. So I come down there. I'm hot. I ain't never had no disciplinary in this kind of shit. Then I'm thinking, this is my little bitch. Everybody like, nigga, this little bitch. She done already put me up on the pedal, had me hype. Cause I'm thinking, I done got everybody outside, nigga. I'm finna be the man when we get back about this bitch. Nigga, I walked down there, this bitch handed me a piece of paper. It was white. It was a motherfucking request form. A visitation request form. I'm thinking it's a disciplinary. So I balls the motherfucker up, cock back, throw it at her, and get to talking cash shit. Bitch, you got me fucked up. You gonna write me over this punk ass shit, ain't it? Man, little mama scared than a motherfucker. She cold black, cold black. That's assault on the officer. So these motherfuckers run through there, turn my ass up right there. They jump on me in the thing, drag me about this bitch. They put me in, I want to say T. It ain't T. It was right beside. Probably is S. Like intake for the men. You go in there, you be locked down all day. So they took me over there. Now this is the funny shit. I done told the story before. Let me like this blunt, but this shit funny right here. It probably ain't funny because I shouldn't did this shit. All right, so I'm sitting in here like I told you, intake. I'm in here because I'm going to go to the hole. First, they waiting on some room to open up in the hole. And they waiting on me to go to disciplinary court, see how many days I'm going to get in the hole, and then they going to take me to the hole. If I would have actually put my hands on that woman, I would have went straight to the hole after I got out of the hospital. So I'm sitting over here. Now, intake is like a regular barracks. You go to child, you know what I'm saying? And boom, in the barracks, they got the outside part that's written. You go outside, all this shit. The only thing different is in intake, ain't no TVs. You got the board game shit, domino, all this shit. Ain't no TVs. You can go outside, Rick, basketball, all that shit. And you can't smoke cigarettes. So I'm like, damn. I ain't got no cigarettes on me. I didn't have time. I didn't know I was going to the hole. I would have cuffed some shit so I can get it over there. I'm over here about 2-3 days. Boom. Late one night they come in and they bring me a cellmate. So it's a young dude. This man like 18 years old. He on a little bullshit charge. He ain't fit to go to prison, no shit like that. But he in jail, probably gonna be here a few days or a week or maybe a month, then he gone home. It's over with. Dude in here, I can tell he nervous. I'm not no old ass nigga. I'm like 19, but I done been in, at this time, I done been in this county jail for probably about 7-8 months. So I'm comfortable. I know the ins and the outs. I know the guards. I know when this happening. I know shift change. I know what we gonna be eating. Basically all that. The guards know me. I'm been a mainstay in this motherfucker. I ended up being in there for 26 months. By the time I left the county jail, every motherfucking guard, sergeant, nurse, everybody knew me. They been watching me grow up in that bitch. And then I was a hell of a dude. I was cool. You know what I'm saying? I was a cool dude. I'm sitting over here. So they bring me the cellmate, the little young dude. We chopping up the shit. So he's stressing. He wants a cigarette and all that shit. I want a cigarette too, but I'm like, man, fuck all that. I'm trying to get some. All these cigarettes next door. I already knocked on the door a few times in the first couple of days and got me a couple favorable cigarettes. You know what I'm saying, man? Let me get a cigarette, bro. All right, feel, man. You ain't really smoking me out the pack, man. All right, nigga. But when they bring these niggas in, the next morning we go out, I see who else they brought in here. Lo and behold, it's my cousin. I ain't know it was my cousin time, but I knew the nigga from the hood. Not from the hood, but from the north side. This nigga BD. His name Pooh. From Glenview. So I see Pooh from Glenview. I'm like, what's up, Pooh, man? Like, shit. What's up, Kenpo? Like, man, shit, what you just got up in the bitch? Like, hell yeah. He's like, man, you ain't got no cigarette? I'm like, hell no, man. They took my shit, man. I'm finna go to the hole. I said, man, I don't let her have no cigarettes up in this bitch. So they took my shit. He was like, man, damn, I need a motherfucking cigarette, bro. I ain't got no motherfucking cigarette. He say, man, nigga, I got about a 20 sack of weed in my motherfucking sock. I give it to a motherfucker for some cigarettes. I'm like, nigga, you got what? He like, shit, nigga, I got about a Dove sack, nigga, in my sock. I'm like, let me see. That nigga pulled out a Dove sack. Nigga, the weed was down there black. I bust this shit open. I seen green. This shit was smelling good in the bitch. I said, hey, now this the thing about it. I said, man, Give me a couple joints. I'm gonna go to the door and come back with some cigarettes. She was like, man, shit, here. Have a little piece. I'm like, damn, this nigga gave me free world joints. Nigga, I just got about 10 motherfucking county jail joints. I go up there, I'm telling him, hey, man, I gave a motherfucker one county jail joint for a pack of tops. Another county jail joint. Another pack of tops. Go down there and get this nigga like 4-5 cigarettes for all the rest of the weed he got. Now I got these cigarettes, and I ain't finna let everybody know I'm got them. I ain't finna be passing them out. I ain't finna be selling them. I sold a little bit, but I had so many chocolate cakes and trays and shit, I just couldn't eat all that shit. Me and my celly were eating good than a motherfucker, though. But I got the cigarettes. I got the weed. We eating good in this bitch. We sit up in the cell. I'm telling this nigga stories from the army and shit, and from the projects and shit, like I be telling y'all stories. We sitting up in this motherfucker all motherfucking night, smoking, eating. Goddamn me, we just chilling. And dude looked at me and he was like, man, I'm so glad they put me in here with somebody like you. I was so scared, man. I thought I was gonna be here trying to fight my man. I started playing with dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna do something to him. My head dude so shook, I started feeling bad. Dog, like, man, I was playing with you. I had to tell him. Like, it's a prank, it's a prank. You know what I'm saying? I would think about it like, man, nigga, I don't know what I would have did if a motherfucker did me like that in prison or in jail. Sitting here, and then it's a big nigga that I'm looking. Cause this thing about, like I told y'all, when you young, it should be different. When you young, you look at dudes that's older than you, and it don't matter. All y'all been young before, so you know what I'm saying. Even at the age of 18, you looking at a dude 19, 20. This your first week in jail. And dude been here 8-9 months straight. Yeah, you looking at dude like he know every damn thing. You don't know shit. So anything he say, you taking that shit at face value. And you done heard the stories about motherfuckers leaving candy bars on your shit. Man, we at the end of the night, this man looking around, he's sitting over here full of hell, been eating chocolate cakes off everybody traded I done bought. Cause I couldn't eat all the cakes and shit. We done brought shit back to the room, eating that shit and hid it throughout the day off these extra trays we getting. Now it's nighttime and we locked down. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We sitting in this bitch, goddamn me rolling up cigarettes, lighting cigarettes, rolling up joints, lighting joints, steady kicking it. Ain't nobody else in this barracks doing this right now. Everybody else sitting in this bitch stressing. Man, they rocking back and forth, worried about their child, worried about their baby mama, worried about their job, and all the other shit you worry about when you in Canada is different in prison. You be lost all that shit by then. But when you sit in the intake unit in county jail and you ain't lost nothing yet, but a couple hours of freedom, shit be hitting your ass. This nigga been in jail 30 years. But there was a point when they was sitting there in the motherfucking county jail like, damn. I wonder what my boss and them saying. I ain't come to work this morning. They just don't know, nigga. You ain't never coming back to work. It's gonna be a motherfucker pop up in the joint 10 years from now, gonna see you and be like, damn, bro, you don't remember me? I used to work with you at such and such. We were wondering what happened to you. Yeah, man, I've been here ever since. That'd be some of the saddest shit. It's some niggas I used to ride the school bus with that I ran into in jail. Now I guess I gotta tell y'all this story. Not in jail, but in prison. At the alternative school I went to, it was this dude, I can't remember what his name is. It's gonna hit me one day and I'm gonna tell y'all. Dude used to get picked on in school, and long story short, he brought that yapper, not the yapper, but he brought that pistol to school. And I say at school, but it was really on the school bus. One day going home on the school bus, they got to picking on dude, bro. And that man unloaded on that school bus. Took dude up out of there. And this is when I was in junior high school. What's up, Breeze? I'm doing my YouTube thing right now, but I see you over there, girl. Yeah, so dude, he unloaded that thing on the school bus, you know what I'm saying, and took buddy up out of there that were picking on him, the bully. And I have got all, I'm thinking dude named Ernest, but I have got all about dude, bro. And I remember this shit. I went to school. I wasn't on the bus that this shit happened, but I remember, dude. I went to school with dude. We in the lunch line at Newport. I'm coming through the lunch line. This is my first day at Newport. The same day when I told you, like, my homeboy was coming down and trying to tell me, oh, nigga, you gonna be in 12 Bears. You gonna be in the cell with Big Q and all this and that. We went to Chow. So when I come through Chow, I'm walking down the lane. I'm on the wall. And, like, it's different. Like, they not in a chow hall. It's kind of like the gym. They just have the table set up and pulled down, like, the cafeteria in a motherfucking elementary school or some shit. They had a table with the motherfucking little benches that you can fold back up and push to the side, and then it's the gym again. But then they got all the shit back here with the food at, and they got the trays sitting on top of it, and they make the trays and hand them to you here. Well, as I come down the line, I'm seeing dude, and he looked for me, but I ain't really trying to stir, and him like, I know this nigga. But as I get up here, like, what's up, dude? I'm like, what's up, bro? Yeah, ain't your name Phil? I'm like, yeah, you know me? Like, you don't remember me, bro? We used to go to school together. I'm like, nah, I don't remember you. Like, shit, I'm the one shot dude on that bus. I'm like, oh, shit. Damn, bro, like, nigga, I forgot all about that shit, bro. They done hid your ass. You was grown ass man. You sitting here with muscles and a mustache and shit. And I'm looking at you and you telling me, nigga, it flashed back to you being like 14, 15 years old, little skinny ass nigga on the bus. Quiet as hell, don't bother nobody. Motherfucker fuck with you all the time, and so it's different cases, man. In Arkansas, that weapon is gonna get you a Y. And what I mean by a Y is like a class Y felony. In Arkansas, a class Y felony is a violent charge. Like that's what I had. 70 the Y felony come with a 70%. Don't even matter. Think about it. At 18, when I caught my charge, I was in the motherfucking military. I was in college. This was my first offense. I didn't draw blood on damn motherfucker. Didn't pinch some bitch. And them bitches were trying to give me 60 years out the gate. Only 70%. You know what I'm saying? My nigga, I was gonna be doing 42 years before I was eligible to even see a parole board. I was 18 years old. I told him, hell no, I can't take the time. Them folks told me, because they kept going down. They went from 60 to 40. So it was like, take the 40 years. You do 28. And I'm telling them, like, no, motherfucker, I'm 18. I don't know what 28 years feel like. I'm not taking no shit like that. So then they came back and they were like, well, this is our final offer. We're going to offer you 20 years. You'll do 14 to the door, and then you'll be eligible for parole. You know what 14 years feel like. And I'm sitting there like, not in prison, I don't. Shit, you must be crazy. I told her, I can't take that shit. I got to go talk to my mama. And then this is the fucked up part about it. It wasn't even my lawyer. It was like a stand-in that came down there to talk to me about that bullshit. That's when I had, my lawyer was named Richard Hughes, Jewish dude. I had trial the next day. So I went and called my mama. And I told my mama, I said, Mama, these folks, they offered me 20. And you gotta realize this was going on for a long time. So I'm like, Mama, they offered me 20. And you gotta think about it. We coming from, Mama, they offered me 60. Like, this was the offer. Like, this the deal. Like, my nigga, we'll cut you a deal. We'll give you 60. How about that? You sign for that? No, hell no. And it's the thing. Like, if it had been a non-violent charge, then you would have been doing like a half of a half. So 60 years, half of that would have been 30, half of that would have been 15. With all my good time, I'd have been doing like 15 on 60. No, you motherfuckers could have me doing 42 off 60 at a minimum. I could end up doing the whole damn 60. But in Arkansas, any type of violent crime you have, that's what it's called. So they wouldn't call it assault with a deadly weapon. They'd call it aggravated assault. Like, I don't have a robbery charge. I got an aggravated robbery charge. That just means they threw the weapon in, they made the charge upgrade, and now we're going to get your head with this here, and you're going to do a whole lot of time. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it's the difference between a B felony or a C felony getting 100 years. Half of a half is 25. My ass get 100 years, I'm going to do 70. Like, no. Hell no. So I ended up getting 10 because my second lawyer convinced me to get on the stand and apologize. And the woman got up there and read the letter that I wrote her. And she was crying on the stand and asked the judge not to give me all that goddamn time the folks trying to give me. And I feel like he fucked me over, but he spared me because on the 70%, 10 is the minimum. Like, you can't go no lower than that. So they gave me the 10, and I had to do 7. And then I turned 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. A lot of goddamn birthdays in a row. You goddamn me Kung Pao and chicken surprise, goddamn tuna spread and shit on your birthday. Feeling all special and shit because the motherfucking guy you goddamn me burrito. But shit. Yeah, think about it. Do you really want to be in a situation where you feel special because a motherfucker made you a burrito for your birthday? Like, that's as good as it get. You woke up this morning and were thankful because there's a lot of motherfuckers like, if they have a birthday in prison, they're not even going to get that. They're not getting that. It ain't nan motherfucking bird give a fuck about your birthday. They don't even know it's your birthday. Don't want to know it's your birthday. Fuck you. Who is you? You know what I'm saying? So, I'd advise the motherfucker. Do whatever you gotta do to stay free. Like I tell a lot of motherfuckers, man, for real, that truck driving shit will change your life. That truck driving shit will change your life, man. When I was explaining yesterday about the money my sister, or both my sister and my mama making, I remember being jealous of that type of money. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I wasn't having that type of money. I was, but I was just getting mine a different type of way. So when I look at it now and I'm like, and this ain't to disrespect them, well, my mom was talking about the 50,000. I'm like, man, if I was put like this, the job I'm getting now, if it was a $50,000 a year job, I would not be excited like I am. I probably wouldn't even want to, you know what I'm saying, get on here and talk about it. Thing is, I be feeling like, man, it's my time. I waited long enough. A lot of people had this shit since, you know what I'm saying, fresh out of high school and shit. I didn't have a motherfucking prison cell. So shit, now, and it ain't like this ain't my shit. I'm working for it. Even that other money I'm finna get. Shit, I got broke bones and extra parts to put in my body for that damn money. So I work for that too. And shit a motherfucking gave me wasn't no handout. Because the other money I'm finna go get, I'm finna go work for that too. But I'm ready for it. I'm ready to get back to normal. To a new normal though. better than normal. Right now, I ain't got no complaints. Except for this bump right here. That shit getting on my nerve. For real. That shit getting on my nerve. Every time I look at myself in the goddamn phone, I see that shit. That's all I see. We damn near three hours in. I really wasn't knowing if we were gonna make it to 30 minutes. And I still feel like it's something else we need to talk about that I ain't covering. I feel like it's gonna hit me as soon as I get out this phone. I need to make myself go listen to the D.L. Hewlett side of things. I need both sides. But I'm going to tell y'all, it's just like I say when you reading a book or you watching a movie. When you watching a movie, I don't care how bad a person is. If they start the movie off with that person, you on that person's side. Whoever come first, you train to ride with that person. So if they start a movie off, usually it's with the good guy. And then you meet the villain later on. And by the time you meet him, you already entrenched and enthralled with the good guy. And you on his side. You know his backstory. You've been with him. You've seen his kids. You've seen his wife. And when somebody come up shooting him, you like, nah, kill that motherfucker. Get him. Get him. That's just how they work. So, I forgot why I was just raining it to y'all. And if I'm forgetting shit that quick, I know it's time to take the long road instead of the wrong road. I think it's the long way instead of the wrong way. I'm medicated. Go find somebody to help. I'm finna help this dog. Tell somebody you love them. Y'all know I love y'all. We're gonna see you next time. We out. I think we out.